Do I mute everybody?
Live. No, you don't have to. Hit the countdown.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Warning. Viewer listener discretion is advised. The majority of the content of this program is not fact-checked, and it is highly advised that it not be used for teaching your children from said content, other than making an example out of the hosts of what they should not grow up to be. Remember this. It's the beer talking.
Welcome to the truth about beer.
All the crap that we're interested
All
in.
the crap that we're interested in. I'm Keith Davidson.
I'm Papa Joey Stay.
I'm Tim Rice.
Searching for the truth.
Searching for the truth. Exploring the
Exploring the
unexplained.
unexplained.
Investigating the paranormal.
Paranormal.
Subscribe now.
Hit the alert button.
Hit the alert button so you don't miss an episode. Welcome to the truth
About beer.
and... On the first day of Creepmas, Michael gave to me a knife through the throat.
On the second day of Creepmas, Double Dementia gave to me 2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
On the third day of Creepmas, the Grady twins gave to me to play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat. On the fourth day of Creepmas, Nancy gave to me 4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
On the 5th day of Creepmas, Reagan gave to me your mother sucks 5 cocks in her.
4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
On the 6th day of Creepmas, Pennywise gave to me 6 red balloons.
5 cocks in her.
4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat. On the 7th day of Creepmas, America gave to me some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in her.
4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
On the 8th day of Creepmas, Julie gave to me 8 haunted dolls.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in her.
4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
On the 9th day of Creepmas, Leatherface gave to me 9 human ribs.
8 haunted dolls.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in her.
4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat. On the 10th day of Creepmas, Freddy gave to me never sleep again.
9 human ribs.
8 haunted dolls.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in her.
4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
On the 11th day of Creepmas, Super Horseshoe gave to me 11 crazy gremlins.
Never sleep again.
9 human ribs.
8 haunted dolls.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in her.
4 witchy witches,
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
and a knife through the throat. On the 12th day of Creepmas, truth about beer gave to me 12 bloody beers.
11 crazy gremlins.
Never sleep again.
9 human ribs.
8 haunted dogs.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in hell.
4 witchy witches,
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
and a knife through the throat.
Merry Creepmas, everyone!
And that, my friends, is how you do a Christmas song.
That was freaking awesome, man.
Oh, I just heard some jingle bells. Where'd that come from?
I think it was playing again.
Wrong button, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm all right.
Welcome, everybody. Merry
Merry
Creepmas Christmas.
2020.
Oh, yes, yes. Welcome to number 29.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the one.
29. I remember 29.
I don't.
I don't either.
I try not to. Anyway.
That was a long time ago.
Well, I say we're all looking pretty festive tonight.
Yes, we are.
I'm feeling pretty
worked out
normal.
great. He didn't dress up at all.
Just throw on my usual.
He didn't get the
I
memo.
want that shirt, though.
That's a great shirt.
Funny thing is, I'm looking at it, it says it's an extra large. And I put it on and I realized, well, it's an extra woman's large. So
It's shrunk.
It fits just perfect. The belt fits perfect. Everything fits. The boobies, everything is just perfect.
You're going to have 2 bouncing boobies if you're not careful.
Boobies.
All right, let's get to it. We got Lindsay
Yeah, we
in the
got lots
control
to do
room
tonight.
Let's go ahead and bring on the Guru of the Suds.
Mr. Jeff.
Mr.
Smith.
Jeff.
Oh, cheers.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy.
Hello. That
Better than
intro was
better.
amazing, guys. I can't even imagine how much work that took. There's a lot of production behind that. That was awesome.
Yeah, we worked with some very, very talented people on this
Yeah,
one.
they made it a little easier for us.
Yep.
That's really cool.
So how you doing?
Doing good, other than got a headache already from this small little Santa hat, but I had to wear something. I had to get in the spirit.
You are. You're very festive also.
Yeah, love the tree behind
Try to
you.
keep up with you guys.
Neat.
Exactly. Trying to get in the spirit.
Is that horny lights there? I mean, are those lighting up? Yeah.
My
Yeah,
hat-
the sweater lights up. Kind of broken now. It's about 3 years old at this point, so lights are wearing out, but
Yeah, that happens.
exactly.
Sometimes.
It's okay.
So we got a special beer tonight, huh?
We do. I even put mine in a gift box just so I would feel special, even though I know what it is. I wanted to unwrap a present to myself. So,
Oh,
so
yeah.
this one I've been talking about for months. I'm glad we're finally able to do it. Griswold's Christmas Ale.
Oh yeah.
So this is from Red Rock Brewing here in Salt Lake, and this is amazing. I love this beer. It's one of those beers, though, I will say right off the top, that I'll drink one and I'm good. Like, I'll go a week or two in between each one of them because there's just so much flavor to it that it's really good. But you definitely want to be putting down 2 or 3 of these at a time, especially
You
at
got a
8%
ABV?
ABV.
I wish it did.
What's the ABV on this one?
But yeah, let's
Every
crack
week
them
I'm
open.
going to have a
Let's
new
pour
one. You know that.
Yeah.
let's get drinking. How about that?
All right. How do you pour?
I'm gonna let Tim pour.
Yeah,
this.
Tim's the
Go ahead,
professional
Tim. You-
airline.
No, well, let me hear.
assistant.
What is a special pour?
No.
Or?
Not a special pour. Nope, just your traditional ale. However you want to pour it. It is a big bottle though, so I don't know how to do the whole upside down.
Where we have to
bottle
share.
thing,
We're gonna share
All right.
between the three of
depending how
us.
big your glass is.
You got a double pour in glasses? Or
No.
what?
This is the way you do it, man.
Let's see. Let's see this.
Well, no,
magic.
this
Let's
is
see
how
it.
they do it on the plane, right?
Don't break the glass though.
The screen's a little too small. I can't see what he's doing.
This is how your flight attendants do it behind the scenes.
Look at that.
Look at the head on that.
It's funny how fit in yours and not mine. Go ahead. You want to do
You
it?
say my hole's bigger than yours? No.
I think so.
How
Well,
big?
your hole's bigger too. See, what you do is you leave it right here,
All right.
and then you just eventually just pull up. And the more you leave it down and pull up, the less the head you get. And then what you want to do is make a head after you pour.
I want more.
Yeah, give him more.
Yeah.
I want more. Yeah. You need more.
No, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
gotta say, I'm impressed, Tim, because
That-
every
that's
time I
right.
try to do that shit, I spill it all over the table. All right.
Wow. So it's a non-filtered beer. I can see.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
We're getting good at this.
Wow.
Jeff's lessons are paying.
Give that a
All
good
right.
smell. It's delicious. So many spices, cloves, coriander, orange peel.
Really?
cinnamon.
Really good.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can smell it all.
So I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I do. But cheers.
Find out.
Cheers.
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 All right.
One day that's not going to work.
It's gonna be all over the table.
Wow, that's interesting. That's got a lot of flavor to it.
Man.
There is a
That's
lot going
almost-
on.
Stock for some sort of Christmas soup.
Yeah.
I almost spit my beer. Christmas soup.
It's got every spice in it.
It does.
Yep.
I can taste the cloves immediately.
Yeah, clove and cinnamon to me come out really
I'm a
strong.
big clove guy. I used to take cloves on the airplane and just like mints, just put them in your cheek.
Yep.
You have fresh breath and the clove's good for you. So the minute I taste that, I heard the clove.
That's right.
Let's just drink for a minute.
Let's savor the moment.
Seriously, there's a lot that your tongue's got to take in on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a 3-sipper for sure.
Mm.
So they're based out of Utah, right?
That's very different.
Yep. So it's Red Rock Brewing. They've been around since 94, 95. They're a brew pub as well. So they've got a couple restaurants in Salt Lake, just delicious food, delicious beers. One thing I like about these guys is they're really well known. What's that?
It's 8.5 CBH is what he said.
Yeah.
CBD.
And for
Yeah.
some reason, this one actually hits me harder than even like a 9 or a 10% beer. I don't know what it is, but yeah, this one really it hits
Oh,
good.
it's really good, man. It's very festive.
But yeah, these guys do a good job. They've stayed as well known as they are in Salt Lake. They've kind of intentionally stayed small. They do all their own distribution, so they haven't sold off to any sort of conglomerate, no co-op, nothing. They just, I think it's only like 5,000 barrels a year or something they do. But the beers that they produce are amazing. You know, back on the blind beer taste test I did of the double IPAs, the one that I unknowingly was my favorite double IPA is from these guys as well. It's called El Fino. It's amazing. And then they got another white IPA that I really like too. Yeah, El Fino.
I know. No, this is definitely the most different tasting beer I've had. I mean, it's got many flavors in it, many spice flavors in it.
Yeah.
It's
Tastes of coriander.
I've never
Mhm.
tasted anything like it. I can tell you that.
So how many different beers do they have?
I'm not sure, honestly. I should have looked that up, but if I had to guess, I would guess somewhere in the ballpark of 15 to 20.
Oh, okay.
That's
They'll
not
do a
bad.
few seasonal ones like this that they rotate in and out, but yeah, nothing too crazy. I mean, they really have stayed pretty small.
And where are they from?
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake. Yep. So they
Do
have
they
their
have a
original
restaurant?
location downtown that they've always had, and then they
They
opened
have
a
a
new
brewery
one.
restaurant, or
Stuff. What's that?
they have a brewery restaurant, or
Yeah. Yep. 2 of them.
one brewery, one restaurant.
No, two brewery.
Both of them are brew pubs.
See?
Brew pub.
Road
that's,
trip.
that's the popular thing now. I mean, most of the breweries, especially here, local breweries, they all have
Yep.
pubs and they're all serve food too, and their food's delicious.
Yeah. No, this is one I'd have.
Oh my God.
That's the thing to bring people into a restaurant as a brewery.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Why does Utah have so much beer?
They're making up for lost time.
They've probably been doing this for years. They've just been hiding it.
Well, the crazy thing about Utah, I mean, back before I moved to Arizona when I lived there and I was playing in the bars there, all the beer was free for the bands, so and it was all pitchers. So
Because it's all 3.1.
Yeah. I mean, it was a 3.2 or whatever it was, but so we always had pitchers of beer up the stage
awesome.
and stuff. And then I came to Arizona. It was like, you can't drink here. Can't drink if you're in the band. What?
Totally opposite you would expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the
Is
law
that still a thing in Arizona?
98. Was it 98?
Oh,
They
okay.
finally changed that, and then we
think
could
so,
drink, but beer wasn't free though.
No. Well,
I was
some
gonna say,
places.
that was always my favorite part of playing a show is go get
They
a
do
free
that.
beer. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well,
You just have to be a
surprisingly, too,
really good band.
in Vegas, it was the same way. When you play for the casinos in Vegas, you weren't allowed to drink on stage. They didn't let you drink.
Oh,
The bars you
really?
could, but if you played in a casino, you were not allowed to drink.
Yeah.
You can drink like on your break or on your shift drink or whatever, but you were not allowed to have alcohol on stage.
Wow. In Texas, you can't have fire. Isn't that a big stretch?
On stage?
Yeah. Yeah, they had Kiss concerts in Texas Stadium, but they could use no fire. It
Yeah,
was
well,
awful.
I can see. I'm
But no beer on
not
stage.
sure how that compares to alcohol,
I
but
don't think Kid Rock could play here.
probably not. Probably not. But no, that's interesting.
Didn't work out too good for Whitesnake. Or was it? No.
Well, no, it wasn't White Snake.
Well,
How
not
about
Whitesnake.
WWF?
Great White.
They do the
Great
beer
White.
shit.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great White.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Well, I'd take Whitesnake over Great White.
Absolutely.
That's true. Well, hell, Jeff,
Yeah.
you did it again, man.
You
Yeah,
did it,
you
man.
really
This
did.
is awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Can you kind of see what I would say though, that you wouldn't really slam 2 or 3 of these in a row?
No.
They're heavy.
No.
Yeah, they are very heavy.
They're heavy. You could have this with your turkey meal and then go take a nap.
It's
Yeah.
almost like the candy bar one that we tried. That was real heavy. It was
Yeah.
real good, but you wouldn't have more than just that one.
Yeah, I feel
Wow.
full.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I don't have much to say about the beer in terms of the history. There really isn't too much that they talk about with it because they are so small scale. It's not like you can just Google and get all sorts of information of what's going on other than what it says on the bottle itself about, all the spices that go in it. And then, like say, in the brewery themselves, they kind of intentionally have just stayed small, just a real small operation that just puts out amazing beer. So,
Yum, 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 yum.
We were talking about that the other day with local companies. If it ain't broke, don't fix it and keep doing what you're doing.
Mhm.
You'll be successful.
yeah.
See a lot of these places they open up. You go back 10 years later, and they're never the same as what they were when they first
Well,
opened.
if they're surviving on 15 different beers, that's fantastic.
that says they have a great
That's
product.
really
yeah,
good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's those places that can do like
really high
7.
quality.
Yeah.
Got me a bubble.
And even their distribution locally is only within like one grocery store chain, a local chain here. So I mean, they're very selective about who they partner with, what they do, where they buy their ingredients. But it works for them. If you stay small, you don't have to make millions upon millions of dollars to keep running to keep your overhead costs low.
I am going to write and complain to them though, because I really think they need to distribute to the Truth About Beer end. Just my opinion.
I need to be a beer merchandiser.
There's not a dozen.
Really?
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
Crest.
maybe I'll
It's
have
called-
to send you guys their double IPA too, though, at some point. I'll ship you some more guitar pedals. Wink, wink.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Not
Yeah.
bad.
Wait.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's one where, like I say, I knew I liked it, but I really didn't think that was going to be my favorite
Your
double
favorite
IPA, and it was. It's
Oh,
amazing.
this is really strong.
Am I
Just
looking like
beer.
your dad tonight? I'm looking at myself in the
one.
Mirror.
I was thinking that
There we
earlier,
go.
but I was going
The
to say
golden
that.
mirror.
I'm looking like
Son?
Elvis.
In no time, you're going to be gray and look just like him.
Wow.
Funny, we almost
Everybody needs to go check out Elphus Lives
Yes.
YouTube channel. That's my
Absolutely.
brother. And gosh, I mean, I think I look like him.
You do a
That's
little
funny.
bit. A little bit.
Well, you
Your
guys
hair's
do
like-
look alike anyway, but yeah, especially with the
Yeah,
elf
He's
show.
got hair. I don't.
Can I just say Emma looks really good in the green room?
We're gonna bring her on in a little bit.
I'm just saying that. Sorry.
You put a smile on her face.
There
I
you
can
go.
see. Yeah.
Everybody's like, "What? What are you talking
We're
about?"
looking at her smile.
So, any big plans for the holiday?
Nothing too much, no. Just kind of taking it easy. Did a little holiday party with the family the other night. Did the typical white elephant gift exchange and all that. It's a lot of fun. We'll get together, just exchange some real gifts on Christmas Day. But other than that, just kind of taking it easy because of all this COVID crap still going on. But we actually take it pretty easy on Christmas anyway, though. That's one we like to just kind of hang out at home, and especially with the kids now, let them take their time and open up presents.
You know, I
Right.
think a lot of people are going to do that this year.
Yeah.
Just being out at home and not do anything.
Yeah. I think
What
so,
about
too.
you guys? Any of you have anything a little more exciting than that?
No, not
no
really.
Christmas parties, no nothing.
No.
It'll include drinking beer.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, always.
And some whiskey.
That's
And
yeah. You know. An eggnog. Oh, that
Oh, yeah.
eggnog.
Oh,
Buy
yeah.
some
the eggnog.
champagne for some mimosas on Christmas morning. So
There you go. That too. That
get
works.
fancy.
Was that eggnog local
Yes.
from Schneps or?
No. It's from
Oh yeah, they don't have cows.
it's Nicholas
They have
cows.
oranges and peaches.
Although
Yeah,
We'll-
John, you have some
eggnog
delicious
We'll talk
whiskey I'm going to have to try. So
is really good.
You're going to love that, Jeff.
Yeah, you'll
I'll
enjoy
have
that.
to-
think so.
I'll try it straight, and then I'll buy some eggnog and spike my own eggnog.
There you go.
But
Mm.
yeah, that looks delicious. Thanks again for that whiskey.
You betcha.
No problem. Thank you.
Just shipping guitar pedals back and forth. It's what we do.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man.
Our guitar pedals are where it's at.
Tough job.
Jeff didn't get a guitar pedal. He got lotion and a flask.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh, it's low.
Lotion and a flask. The
That's
lady
a-
wasn't going to ask a thing.
That's a great night. That's one good night.
You should have just added like some rose
Play
and
your
whipped cream
guitar,
or
right?
something.
Yeah.
Right? They put a little warning in for Jeff, and they were like, "Watch out for this guy.
You
He's
put the
getting
lotion on your
and a
hands and you
flask."
play the guitar. And all night.
That's awesome.
So happy you not play the guitar.
Right?
Like this.
No, with lotion on your hands.
Oh, I know. They got to be a little bit higher.
Oh, man. But we digress.
Bless your heart.
That's
But for
awesome.
these intents and purposes,
Yes.
yeah, whatever. I'm sorry.
Speaking of whiskey, did we decide next week? Do we want to talk about whiskey? Do we want to do something
Go for it,
different?
man.
What were you guys thinking?
Let's push the limit.
I think whiskey would be good to bring in
Yeah.
there.
Whiskey would be a lot of fun.
What do you think?
End the year with something a little different?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do Tennessee? You want to do Kentucky? You want to do Bratislava?
We'll do whatever we have.
Yeah, and
Slovakian whiskey?
we'll have a beer chaser handy. So
Buda-
keep with the beer.
Not Bucharest, Budapest. They have a good whiskey.
Do you have it?
At home, yeah, it's in a bottle, but I don't want to drink it.
Like I said, we'll stay local.
Well, if we're going to do whiskey, then actually I'm going to save this until next Tuesday. I want to drink it on camera for the first time. So you get my true reaction from it. So
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
with you. Yeah.
So come up with our whiskey.
How are you going to sustain yourself for that long?
I've got
I mean, good
several
looking
other bottles of
bottle.
whiskey.
How can you not want to open that and drink it right now?
God, we can't send you another bottle of lotion that quick. So, you know,
We can send you a foot pedal.
Foot pedal,
Oh, yeah.
buddy.
I like the funness of the reaction of something new, something unexpected. So
It'll be a lot of fun.
I
Yeah,
will withhold. That'd be awesome.
Cool.
So are you going to surprise us
With what?
What's that?
next week?
We'll be in touch.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
It'll
all right.
be orchestrated.
Okay.
We could also we could also, if you just make the decision, we could put it out and everyone can purchase this and we can all do it together.
I don't think anybody's
Well, it's not going to happen tonight.
Yeah,
So
No. Next,
we will.
we can announce it.
Yeah.
We could do that. That'll work.
You betcha.
I'm a little confused right now, but that's okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll be in touch.
We'll talk off.
It's all good.
You're not any more confused than we
No. So we always have these beers, and what we should do is we should let our people know what we're going to do, and we can all do them together.
Yeah, but some are not available to everybody. That's the thing. That's where it makes it that's where it makes it difficult to do that. So
Yeah.
and
Well, we can send foot pedals.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
all right, now we'll let you go.
Awesome. Well, you guys have a good
Yeah.
rest
You
of
have
the
a
show
Merry-
and Merry Christmas.
Man, have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Creepmas.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week.
All right. We'll see you around, guys. Thank you.
All right,
Take care.
sounds good.
Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.
Cheers.
You do look like your brother.
Well, because today I went and shaved off all of the Just for Men, so now it's just this white crap that's hanging on.
Yeah.
Please tell me he's younger than you.
He's 4 years older than me.
Oh, okay. That's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Here, I'll pull him up on here, and then you can see.
You can
what
judge
I'm
for
talking
yourself.
about.
There you go.
There you go. Bum, bum, bum.
He's going to bring it up. He's going to do it. He's going to bring it up. So while Joey's doing that, we want to talk about our song that we started off with. For those of you who maybe weren't on at the beginning, or maybe were on the beginning, that is our collaboration with an awesome group of folks
That's Elvis.
who are going to be on the show tonight with us. So we're going to talk about our 12 days of creepiness that we did, and talk about some Christmas horror movies, which I really didn't know how many Christmas horror movies there really were until I
There's
started
some other
researching
good
it.
ones.
It's crazy. It's kind of like the Halloween thing. So
Kind of like Home Alone
yeah,
15.
yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's bring Emma on because
Please.
Tim already gave a shout out to her.
Hey,
Where we going?
it's garbage day. No one knows
don't
the
get it.
reference. You haven't been doing your homework.
Garbage
I know,
Day.
I know.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Well, no,
Part
yeah,
two.
yeah.
No, I know the band.
Part 2. There was a part 2.
There's
That's your brother?
6, including the student film. I'm ready.
We just talked to.
That's his son.
We got to watch. I got to start.
Old guys.
I think that was your brother.
There's no excuses. I know there's no
No,
excuses.
Where's Craig? Bring Craig on.
All right, we'll bring Craig on.
I'm lonely.
Uh-oh.
Where? Craig!
Wow.
Craig, I love you.
Oh, sweet. What's up, Stabby?
Garbage Day. You know that one, right?
Yes. Wasn't part 2 just a complete rerun of part 1, though?
What? I had noise interference there.
No, I
Probably
think he's got, I think
I
he's
have too much stuff
Weird.
going on.
He's got mustache interference.
I got too
we
much
go.
shit going on, man.
There's something going on with my noise.
No, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. Isn't that just they just replay the whole first movie? Isn't that Tim?
Is it just
Never
me
seen
that
you,
has
buddy.
problems hearing?
you're breaking up.
You're
I'm sorry.
breaking up, Craig.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Hello?
He said wasn't part 2 just a remake of part 1?
Oh no!
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
taking it off. Oh,
Taking it
give me
off.
some dollars.
I can't hear anything.
No.
you can't hear me? Can you guys hear me now?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Shake yes
I'm
if you can hear
hearing you.
me.
Well, we
Is
can
it
hear
just
you.
me? No one can hear?
This is getting really out
Every
of
time
control.
Craig speaks, I just hear this weird computer noise.
It was at the beginning
I
because
think I just saw a booby.
No, it's not Craig. It's you
It
guys.
was Craig.
Okay, let Craig talk.
Wait a minute. I was fine before.
Is it me? Can you hear me now?
Nope, that's just making it louder.
you can hear you clicking.
Yeah, the clicking works.
Okay, what was the question, Craig?
You guys can hear me okay?
Yeah,
We
I
can hear you
This will be a
fine.
very long night. if no one can hear
All
me.
right, I'm gonna turn my volume on my computer
Yeah, we
so I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
I
what
took
you guys
out
are
my
saying to me.
costume and the problem's not even my audio.
I love it. Go ahead.
Oh, put the costume back on.
Give me instructions.
Well, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and bring on Mike and Amanda.
Hey.
What's up,
Oh,
guys?
there we go. It's back to normal now.
There you go.
All
So you
right.
just had to reset
See,
it.
we just
Shit.
needed Mike and Amanda.
What it
We fixed
was.
it,
No
guys.
problem.
With your whiteboards and your cute sweaters. Yes.
Well, how the
I'm
hell are you
serious.
guys?
But Craig, garbage day. Garbage day.
What I was saying though, part 2 is just a complete. They just play part 1 again. It's all told in the back.
I know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it is. That's because they had an editor, and then they got $100,000 to shoot the ending.
Huh.
And I'm ready to talk about 3 through 6, baby.
I want to say hi to Tim.
Hi,
You're never. The last few times I've been on the show, man, you've been on location. You haven't been here with us, man, and I missed you.
I'm sorry.
I missed you, man.
You haven't gotten the hint yet, Craig?
I love the stab.
Yeah, I think so. I think his issue with me. I thought he loved me. We bonded.
I don't think we've ever
bonded, and then he abandoned me.
I'm sorry.
I still like you.
I just want to say we have the A team here right now.
No, we did.
Well, apparently to the comments, everybody is just. You realize, Emma, you brought in a whole slew of viewers. Like in the comments, if you're following that, he's like, "Where's Emma? Where's Emma? Where's Emma?"
I can't because I get confused.
Oh my god! And you know what? True to form. Well, it's a different type of alcohol, but you have alcohol next to you again tonight.
Yeah. Okay, so I have whiskey because I am a mind reader and I can tell the future. It's the Boston Red Sox edition.
Can we go back to the previous picture?
And Mario Lanza. My Mario Lanza mug.
Yeah, take that Emma off.
I'm from Canada. Hello, Canada. Amanda,
that's my girl. That's Amanda. I brought Canada.
Hey, we're here.
You did.
You drink.
You did.
I need beer.
Those
Hi,
are my
Super Horror Show.
What's going on?
Everybody kind of just.
You guys look adorable.
The bottle. We're all concerned.
There are lots of fine people on tonight. So
You have to turn this into an intervention tonight.
Oh no!
Need an intervention. I saw Holly and Eric were on from Holly's Lore as well. So hey to you guys. Yeah.
Hey to my spy nerd girls. I saw Rizzo before, Jackie, Serafina, Amanda. You guys don't know them, but
yeah, Rizzo was like blowing up the comments waiting for you, Emma. You have a big fan in Rizzo. Do you know Rizzo?
Yeah, she's one of my fellow spy nerd. She's my baby spice.
Wow.
You brought England too. God damn, we got everybody.
Look at this. You got international tonight.
Well, England's locked down. They don't have anything else they can do.
Surprised we don't have 1,000 Englanders.
Right.
I love you, Jackie.
Well,
I sent out a tweet that England, if you're bored, Emma will get drunk. Come see me.
That explains it all.
we're a part of Brett Spiner fan club. We're friends. So they were very nice to come on for me.
All right.
Well, thank you for everybody coming on tonight. We really appreciate it.
Put Brent.
Now the pressure's on to do a good show.
Yeah, for all
I know. I didn't think they'd come, and now this can't suck, you guys.
No,
we'll just about to let the three you guys take it before you take it. Yeah.
Well, no, it's just if
like
the same pacing as last time, give it about 45 minutes. But tells Emma will be. Right.
I'm gonna crash. I threw up after the last.
You should have just put something on to rip off because that's.
I was gonna say she's got nothing to rip off.
Yeah,
I have a belt.
She does right there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have a belt, and then I've got.
Rip that off.
I always wear a
Don't put nothing
petticoat.
on.
And Amanda looks lovely. And after our first show, I rewatched it, and I'm like, wow, I'm surprised Amanda doesn't hate me for
12
creeping on
days
her.
of treatment
You're
30
so
times.
sweet. Oh my god.
All because of you.
He's kind of used to it because me,
Number two.
so she has to put up with me doing it. So with you it was easier. Like if you think you creeped bad, not even close.
Samesies.
That's it. Legendary creeping going on in this house. All me.
So I didn't do any research on Krampus, as we talked about on our Halloween show, because I know it's one of your favorite horror movies, because I know you guys are representing the Krampus in the house.
Yeah, we kind of are socially obligated. It did make our top 10. It's like there's no way it's not going to make the top 3 for Christmas horror.
There's a good way to make this one and that one shut up.
Oh no.
I've seen it. I think I've seen
it.
12 different variations.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
What's
versions.
the one? There's one that takes place in a homeless shelter.
Not the homeless shelter. No, 2016.
Yeah,
that's the one.
I have all the Krampus movies written down here.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of them.
You did her research.
These are the bigger ones. Okay,
There's
so.
plenty.
Oh no, that's not. Okay, so There's Krampus, the Christmas Devil, Krampus, the Reckoning, Krampus Origins, Krampus Unleashed, which is actually pretty good. I've actually seen that one. Unleashed. Mother Krampus, which I have not seen. And then
my
there's
gosh, I think that one was horrible.
Was that the one
Mother
that-
Krampus 2 Sleigh Ride. And then there's some others I didn't see. And then there's I Love a Christmas Horror Story, which has Bill Shatner
there
in
you
it.
go.
I love a little Star
Got
Trek
some
in my
chat in
horror.
that one too, right?
What?
So we got some chat in that one.
We got some Shatner going on. He
Yeah.
plays the radio DJ in A Christmas Horror Story and brings all the stories together. And there is a Krampus versus Santa Claus epic battle in that movie. It's good.
Yeah, it's
nice.
Now, did I read that there was a Krampus back in 1974? Was that a movie that was made back in 1974? I thought
Was that the one with the chick that was tied up in the dungeon? And all you saw was her boobs.
I think so.
They got to be more specific.
Yeah, that's a lot of movies. That's a whole.
That's 90% of every horror movie's opening scene.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably a lot of movies back in the 70s. It's probably. Yeah, I know. I was when I was researching that, I came across that. I was like, really? That's interesting.
But it's the 2015
right
Krampus.
Oh, 2015. Gosh, I thought it was 2016. It might be 2015. We saw it in theaters when it came out. Bought it immediately, like the moment it was available to purchase. We bought it and we watch it annually ever since. So
2016
isn't like a super long
I think
time.
Emma's boobs are trending right now.
Are they?
Mike and Amanda, I have a question for you. Oh, all right, yeah, let's go with boobs.
I'm not even the bouncing boobies of the song.
Right?
No,
All
you're
right,
the
we should have
five
double
pops in
dimension
hell.
It doesn't matter.
What ties in anyway?
So, Mike and Amanda, I'm looking at your sweaters. Is that like
matching?
I'm looking at binary code, and I'm looking at what, Atari?
You know, close enough. It's Atari Santa, and it says ho ho ho.
Yeah.
100 times.
Oh, that was 001, 001.
That thing that looks like binary. Yeah, that's ho 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 ho.
Yeah,
Atari?
blurry from the camera.
Not intentionally, just really low pixels. Really low pixel Santa.
The little things look like some Atari figures or something you played
You know
on
what, though, to be fair, yeah, I can kind of see like
Nintendo or Pac-Man or the old school stuff.
it's like snowflakes is what we're looking at here.
Little
No,
snowflakes.
the little white things with the two
You
dots.
know what? I'm gonna freaking.
I think that's Mayan.
Nice.
There you go.
We
Yeah.
got you.
Snowflake on the.
Not the big man.
Ho ho ho.
There you go. That's why it looks weird from a distance.
Yeah.
Like the light
It
was
looks
like
It's just
001, but there they are. I see the Santas now.
yeah.
From a distance, it looked like the old Atari crap.
Looks like asteroids.
No, asteroids or
Sorry.
Defender.
Oh, I thought I got promoted for a second. I was like, yeah, finally. Yes, but no, back to.
No, those are damn ugly. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're
we
welcome.
tried.
We tried.
Which was our goal.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, well, we do our best. This technically is more of a Christmas pajama, but it was the most hideous thing we could find.
Are you going to take them off later?
I mean, maybe after the show,
They're not pajamas.
work something out. You know, I don't.
They're not pajamas.
Where's Naked Bigfoot at?
Yeah,
I don't think Naked could be here tonight. I think we got.
He checked in to say hi earlier, I think.
We had to deliver presents to
I
his
think
Sasquatch.
that line that Jackie just quoted, I think that is one of the greatest lyrical lines written in the history of music.
What did Jackie just say? Because everything's five cocks in hell. Ah, yeah. I came up with that line.
Yes, she
Craig,
did.
remember?
Yes,
I
we were
did.
talking, and we were talking about different roles she could play. And then it's like, I think I said, "Can you do The Exorcist?" And you go, "Five cocks in hell." Oh, beautiful.
No, he did. You came to me and said, "Do you think you could do Reagan from The Exorcist?"
Because that was all about the vomit. That's all I was focused on.
Right.
Okay,
Oh,
so
the visual of the
I
vomit.
have to say, you said a lot of vomit, a lot of tongue, and you also asked me if I had 5 dildos that I could have in the background. You did. He did. That's
And
why
he
he's laughing.
did?
That he did.
You know, let's talk
I-
about this here for a second.
only
We
had
had
4.
a conversation
Okay.
after I
She only
seen
had
the
I
first
need
4.
enough
cut.
beer.
When I seen the first cut, I went to Keith, said, "Can you
What
put
do
like
we
5
do?
dancing dildos into that video?"
That's not in the movie.
I was like, I don't know.
That is not a.
with that
Is
one.
that a
Like, no, I think you're going too far, Craig.
I'm going away right now.
Right.
No, but when
I
we
wasn't
said,
upset.
guys, the one thing that I wanted, the only line I really wanted is I wanted to sing Five Cocks in Hell. Everything else I really didn't care about. That is the one line.
And it was
I
perfect that you sang
I
it too.
love
When
you
I
for
heard
doing
you,
it.
right, when you came in, right? I think you came second verse. I'm like, I'm doing the math. I go, she's gonna hit 5. This is gonna be awesome.
We timed it out.
Yeah,
It legitimizes the line, right? It
Exactly.
shows
I
the
get
fun
to
of
have
it.
Julie. I get to have 2 bouncing boobies. I get 5 cocks in hell. I got 11 gremlins. I mean, it was great.
You
Why
had
don't you
me
pop
at
in and say
5.
hi, Lindsay?
And nobody can see you.
She had me at 5.
Oh, Lindsay, thank you for being my 5 cocks in hell. It
The
was
true
without
star
you.
of the video, right there.
You had me at cock.
It was my favorite part.
What are we drinking next?
You can drink whatever you want.
What are we drinking next?
Whatever you want.
Just whatever you pick, we'll take.
You'll follow.
And Amanda and Mike are
We'll take whatever
responsible
you
for
don't.
our awesome
Let's see what we
gremlins.
have.
I was
Right?
like,
We need to be quiet.
I'm really kind of sour about this. Can I vent on this show for a minute? Can I vent?
No! So boring.
No, seriously. I am like really devastated, like emotionally and creatively over this, because I personally believe we created a perfect horror parody Christmas song. I think it's a masterpiece. I 100% believe it's a masterpiece, and
it's gonna go
it's just not getting the traction. Like, and it's devastating. It is, to the point. I'm not gonna lie. I know some of you guys know this already, and like I was like, I'm done when I put that out.
I didn't know that, but Darcy brought you back.
I'm like, I'm done. I'm giving up on this, because you know what? We bled for this thing. We really did. All of us bled for this, and it's a masterpiece. And I'm surprised that somebody can put like a picture of a stick in a swamp, like on Twitter or something, and it just gets like 1 million hits.
Yeah,
right?
that is
a kid riding a quad around a tree.
So I'm sorry if I'm like being like a downer here, but no, it's like I watch a lot of stuff. Right, when we're talking about the great our horror Christmas list, like this here to me is number 1.
No, honestly, it really is. It really was. But Weird Al, he actually said that if he had to start over right now and compete in, it's 2020 now, it would be a lot harder, because every song that he would parody, there's already 15 other parodies of. Now, I'm not saying, funny enough, 12 Days of Creepmas actually does not have a lot of competition, which is awesome. No. And if you guys hit 12 Days of Creepmas, eventually you should also hit the top of just Creepmas, which is a growing trend. I found out about Creepmas as a trend in 2019. Back then, the subreddit, when I jumped in, I want to say it had around 400 people. This year, I think it's 1,300. It's a growing movement. And as it grows, that video will pull up more and more, just because of the word Creepmas, you know?
I think it probably has a good. I know of anything I've personally done, it has staying power. I think this.
It's evergreen. Every year,
go on forever.
Every year,
I really do.
Get more and more and more.
Yeah, it probably would have been better if Emma had 5 dildos. She was missing 1 dildo.
That was my fault, because I didn't bring out my dildo.
Like even the trailer you guys cut for it, right?
That was freaking slick.
It's awesome, right? I actually, not a lot gets me really laughing a lot when I watch other things, but the sodomy, I just pretty much spit my drink out. It's her on her back. It's like,
thank you very much.
I don't know.
Emma on her back. The word sodomy, of course.
I hate to be this disgruntled artist right now, because it's what
Not
you guys done. But truth about
appreciated
beer,
in its
you know what you guys did with this is like, this is you guys. Like, you guys did this.
No, this was everybody.
No, I get it. And I know I'm not trying to diminish anybody's role in this, because everybody was fantastic.
I'm giving you guys a lot of damn credit. You guys
But you guys did it. Like you guys laid down the track, you know, you got the editing was perfect, the way you cut it together, the effects, like when you for people that know this, like half the time I'm just standing in front of a tree in a mask stabbing the air.
I know, you got the easiest part.
I do, right? I saw one comment pop up, right?
All I had to do was stand up.
It was like, can we talk about the guy who had to come up with 13 creative ways to stab people? I'm like, I did.
I think it's
I
awesome.
just did this.
You
guys, with the effects you guys put in, with the green screen, the timing, the blood, everything, man. Like you guys really went above and beyond the Call of Duty on this thing, and it shows. It really shows.
What's really cool, Craig, is if you Google just 12 days of Creepmas.
So you guys number one?
This was a few days ago when I did it. We came up number 2.
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
On
That's
the Google search.
That's it. You just got to give it some time.
If you do Creepmas,
we just need.
Yeah, we're way down on just the Creepmas.
We need boobies.
At least if you do 12 days of Creepmas.
This main venting is because it was unbelievable. It really was.
Just needs to grow legs and take off. I really do.
You know, that's staying power, right?
I think
You know what it means?
We'll be talking about this.
Craig has to keep going. That's what it means. Craig has to keep going.
Don't stop stabbing people.
No, I was like, seriously, like I was like,
stop stabbing people.
What's the point? I was like,
my kids want to be stabbed.
Because everything I do is just throw away garbage, right? Compared
That's
to this,
true.
right?
It is even if you feel that way, there's a line of people that want you to stab them, right? I mean, that's got to count for something. They're like, man, I want to get stabbed by that guy.
I got to show you guys something. I did a video up for this, but I got to turn my light on for this.
I've already called dibs on Craig's wife, just so we've said that.
To stab her?
No.
I received this today.
Craig.
This came to me. I sent her a message. I wish she was going to be here, but one of my followers, like I love her. Like she's the Garbage Pail Queen. I don't know if any of you guys follow her. Yes. Right. When I made my skateboard video, right, we started making sketches, right?
Which was fun.
I actually received this in the mail today from her.
I caught that on Twitter. Cool. It's amazing.
Yeah,
awesome.
That's what she did. Right?
Oh, it's you and your wife.
It is, yeah, and like red heels. It's like really captured it, but I have to share her. I was like, wish she was on the here, Ram, because you guys should follow up the Garbage Pail Queen. Like she is.
All right, let's do that.
She's really good. We should have her on the show. Actually, I think next time if we do another collaboration, I would love to have her involved.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Right?
Do you know what? Is she in the States or do you know?
Yeah, she's in the States.
I'll reach out to her. Believe it or not, I actually have a collab. I'm trying to get people from every state I need. So if you're from a weird state, I shouldn't say a weird state. If you're from a state that's really far away from the East Coast, because the farther away you get from the East Coast.
Going that far. This last time you were looking for Chicago, were you?
Well, Illinois. And I'm like, I don't know any content creators out that way. Like I know a couple like in Florida, the Florida area. I'm pretty sure I've got a handful in New York.
I almost want to think she's Ohio. I'd have to go look at it. My wife and daughter opened it up before I got home. Right.
I'll go follow her and reach out and see what's up.
But, like I love her.
Like, feel good though, Craig.
Anybody listening is from Alaska.
No, it does. Yeah, it really does. It feels good. Like that she did this and sent it to me, right? So, granted, I was aware it was coming because I was kind of torn, right? Because it actually came to a real mailing address, right? In this digital world, but I interacted enough with her to believe that she's.
And you got that a lot quicker than you got our koozies. I mean, that took a whole freaking koozies. So.
Yeah, those were held up at customs. They were going through it. Yeah. You shouldn't have used cocaine line paint.
Maybe it was a flask and lotion. Who knows what?
Flask and lotion. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's funny.
But no, it's like. That's just I love the video. I think it's amazing. I really do.
It's
I just hope it gets traction.
Well, next year it's going to be a lot bigger than this year.
Bye, Serafina. Love you.
Serafina, thanks for joining us.
Serafina, thank you.
She's
good night.
Very sexy. She's awesome.
You know what I really like is and I mentioned this before in the chat, like in like a fighting sport, you have the jab and you can kind of measure your striking distance and then you know when to throw your power. But as a content creator, you kind of have to throw all of your weight into everything you do. However, if you considered this 12 days of Creepmas, now I know it was heavy, but if you consider it a jab, it is a good marker for what the group is capable of doing.
Oh,
in terms of like much bigger problems sitting there watching this, like this is fucking insane.
What you doing?
She's doing her candy cane legs.
Right now.
But no, like and like
right?
The reach of it, like I can't even say his name, right? He's on Instagram, but the guy who played Freddy, he's from Russia.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he was in Russia, and so I had a hard time, like with language barriers, and we were trying to communicate what we were doing, right? But he's like I follow him on Instagram, and his cosplay is unbelievable.
Wow.
It
like
is.
he's the most amazing.
I didn't realize
cosplayer ever.
you were that.
But he's from Russia, so we had a Russian.
Yeah,
Like,
wow.
completely international.
That's
So we
hard.
had the United States, Canada, and Russia.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
representing.
I did invite all of them on tonight. I sent them a link. I thanked them. I personally thanked them from Joey and myself for doing the video. And
I'm like,
if they'd like to join us on the show, it'd be wonderful. You know,
to me, I think the my personal, other than you guys, don't take offense to this because you guys are fantastic, but my personal, I was so excited that Sassy Sledgehammer came on for us.
Yeah, that was
I
neat.
was so excited because I'm a fan of her content. Like since I got on Twitter, like I'm a huge fan, and it took forever to get her to follow me. Right, and I was kind of like, Pokemon.
I knew her first from TikTok.
Yeah, no, she's big on that, right? But she like for Regina Mills, I think that's a big cosplay she does from Once Upon a Time or something, right? And she had a massive follower. But I was so happy she came on board with this, and well, double dementia. What can you say? Man? Double dementia.
Double dementia.
well, you think about this project and how quick we put the project together. You know, we
Like a
talked
few
about
days.
it a month ago, right? And you know, just to get that many people on board and be able to work with everybody in a sense, you know, and you had a green screen, not everybody had a green screen, so we were getting all different types of videos, and we had to work with that. But it was just so
a very
cool.
cheap green piece of cloth.
It doesn't matter.
It turned out great.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was freaking awesome.
Fellow Canadian cosplayer, yes.
It was just so much fun, especially for me, you know, having to edit this. It was so much fun to be able to just go through everything and see what kind of creativity we could bring to it. And then, you know, working with Joey on the song and, you know, Lindsay on the song, it was just so much fun. It was a blast. It was a blast to do. It really was.
The thing that impressed me the most about this, and it goes back to Mike and what you said about the just the talent pool that was put together here. A boot.
That's
What you said, a boot?
He says he doesn't have an accent. Forget it. You Canadians. A boot.
That's your top of Canada. I learned a new interesting fact. All right, I never knew this from Michael J. Fox. Right, everybody knows he's Canadian, right? Did you know that's not his real name?
Well, I got
his name is Michael A. Fox.
Really?
And when he went to Hollywood, he got rid of the A, being from Canada. He didn't want to be like Jimmy Fallon. Like, talking about it. But no, back to what I was saying. But the beautiful thing about this is everybody was left to basically do their thing.
Yeah,
and everybody delivered. Right.
Yep.
There was no micromanaging on the content. There was nothing. Right. The only thing I had to have one person reshoot just because they just shot it in landscape opposed to portrait, right? And it just wasn't going to work in the edit, right? But she was fantastic. Crystal Vision, I love her. She's been in both of the videos.
It was awesome. Like in one day, and
Laurie
like,
Strode, right? She was
Yep.
Laurie.
Laurie Strode. Yep.
And
She was
Jigsaw.
also,
And Jigsaw, she lives like 15 minutes from me.
Amanda, who's the Canadian cosplayer in the chat, she lives only a few hours away from you. She's like close to you. That's a threat. I have spies.
Hey, and Craig, you really do deserve a lot of props on this.
You do, Craig.
Wasn't me, man. It was you guys.
You got
you guys, man.
together.
Yeah.
You came up with the lyrics really fast. I mean,
24
if we
hours.
didn't have those lyrics in 24 hours, it would have
Yeah.
taken us a lot longer, you know, to get this thing out. And those lyrics were just so
Perfect.
perfect.
They were perfect.
That, you know,
sick for the cock.
What?
off to you, man.
The cock. I didn't get the cocks till tonight.
Oh, you didn't know it was part of the movie?
No, I didn't until you had the
Yeah.
Oh.
5. What?
You didn't
That
know
was
Yeah.
I wrote that one.
Yes, it was that. I'm not taking credit for that line. That was Emma.
That
Emma,
line was all me,
Emma did
baby.
the-
I didn't know cocks until tonight. And,
One of the best lines in the whole movie.
Myself.
Yeah, it is, right? Like, and it's people
Your mother
that,
sucks cocks in hell.
but no, I don't get messages from people. Emma, like, people are blown away by your rigging cosplay. Like, people are messaging me, telling me how blown away they are by your rigging cosplay because you
Me?
look just like her. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
Even remember, I made that comment. I tagged you in. Like, Morgan Creek is remaking The Exorcist, like the studio Morgan Creek,
Yeah,
and
how dare
they put out a big tweet saying it's not a remake, and that's all they'll say about it, right? Because they're taking a lot of heat, right? But I
so they
posted
could
your
take an
photo.
old
I posted your photo, and I said Emma can play Reagan, and they liked it. they didn't comment, but the studio liked it. Like you're
I'm not an
unbelievable.
actress, but
Like,
I can roll
I
around.
don't buy that.
Oh, I
You
would differ there. I would
Yeah, I
say.
don't buy that.
Oh,
No.
Demi,
I watch your
why you
TikToks.
do
I think
this
you're
to me,
amazing.
Demi? Why you do this to me, Demi?
But it's like, who was it? Didn't
You're not my mother.
Mike, didn't you point out, we're talking with Sassy, that you pointed out to me that she made a throwaway comment about trying to make a movie or something in a trailer and
I
something,
didn't say
right?
that.
That was me.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't see. It was a while ago, and I'm surprised you didn't see it because there was a lot of comments. She pretty much said that she had an idea. She had a script idea, but it was in like the infant stages, and she kind of was looking for anyone that knew kind of what to do with something in that stage. Actually, ironically enough, you came out with a comment maybe a week or so later. I thought the two were like somewhat connected, like, kissing cousins or something. But yeah, so, and there was all kinds of advice. Well, you can do this and that. She goes, the problem with a lot of the ideas was that there would need to be cameos. And I don't know if she was referring to horror entities or specific actors that have become like horror icons, because either one of those you would need a cameo for. She was very tight-lipped about the project itself. Of course, it's Twitter too, so how much can you really explain?
Well, like my throwaway to that was when I heard that, I said, I said this, I said, Emma, just get Emma can play every part.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Like the cosplay she does is unbelievable.
Oh, thank you.
Really
I
was
did
like
a first trial run of that. And I should have known because I did Data from Star Trek for Halloween. So I did the contact lenses for that. And I did my first run through of Reagan makeup. It took me 2 hours because of the specific stuff I use for scars. You have to mix it, and you have 10 minutes to put it on for the scars. That's why it takes extra long. And so this is the first run through with the makeup. I did that, and then the last thing I did was put the contacts in, which I suck at. And then I put the contacts in, and I was crying from putting them on, and it ruined the makeup. Oh, and I wanted to die. I thought we were talking about horror movies, you guys. You guys tricked me.
This was an act of deception.
We still have an hour left, so
Well, it is. It's like I sit there and I see what you did, and I knew like it was your makeup. I knew it had to take hours for this, right?
It was so
I put on someone else's mask that I don't even legally, that I'm finding out I don't have legal right to wear. I just do this.
I don't have a legal right to Reagan either.
I gotta say though, your outtakes that you posted were freaking hilarious.
That was awesome.
Hilarious. That was awesome.
Guys, oh my god.
So I'm curious, Amanda. I want to know your thoughts. When you first saw the video, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was great. It actually, it's funny because the part 5 cocks in hell would get stuck in my head. So I thought that was funny.
You do like me.
It does. It gets stuck in your head, and it's like that's another reason why I think people would really like it. It looks great. The song gets stuck in your head.
It's true. She ran around singing 5 cocks in hell for she's still doing today. 5 cocks in hell while doing it was nuts.
It's so catchy, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what she says. I mean,
and
I wrote that
everybody
line.
looks so good. It's really good.
It was so hard to pick.
Craig's gone.
Craig, there he is.
Oh no, I have noise interference. Nope, it's back.
It
Not
was
back.
so hard to-
Buffered on us, Craig.
Oh, he's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's still
looks
buffered.
so, look how cute he looks. So this is.
I can't hear again. Maybe
Well,
even
Miss
on
Amanda-
purpose. Can you reset it?
Can we reset Craig?
No.
Do like a wind up. Oh, he's back.
There. Oh, everybody's shifting around.
Shifting around. I can't hear still.
It's me dropping in and out.
Oh,
Amanda,
maybe.
those gremlins turned out awesome.
That's what I was just gonna say, because when I was watching the footage, I couldn't decide what I wanted to put in because it was also I was laughing my ass off watching it. I was like, I don't know what to put in because it's such a short period of time. It goes by so fast.
Yeah.
I was like, God, I don't want to miss anything, but it was so funny watching it.
Because you got everybody's footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Thank you. Did what Keith did with when I was the Grady twins. That's all Keith, because I just did straight forward against the green background, and he did all the zoom in stuff that really made it. Yeah, that's all him.
That was fun. That was cool.
Well, it was all great for everybody except for the fact that he played this song for like 6 days straight. So anytime you were in the house, you could hear this song, and it kept playing the same verse over and over as he edited it.
Yeah,
Two bouncing boobies, 2 bouncing boobies. I'm like, oh, boobies.
Oh my god.
And you hear 5 cocks in hell.
So I'll tell you something funny real quick, not to give away any secrets or anything, but so when Double Dementia sent her footage over, she shot 3 minutes of Mountain Dew.
3 minutes. Yep, I've seen it.
So she was a placeholder.
Can I have
have that?
3 minutes? Yeah, can we have that? I mean,
Sure, we can send it to you. But the funny thing was, she became a placeholder until I started putting everybody else in.
Yeah.
Second one.
Oh, that's all you see is bouncing boobies the whole time. It was
That'll be on our Patreon page.
That'll be on the Blu-ray.
It'll be on the
Yes, I'd walk in and he'd show it to me, and he'd have 1 through 5 done, and then we didn't get 6 or 7 till later. And I'm like, why are the boobs bouncing again? I'm like, this is 6, and he's like, I don't have the video yet. Okay,
He didn't have any
whatever.
control over that at all.
You know how awkward of a conversation that
He
was
didn't
for
want to
me
sit there and look at that.
after to do that.
That's just the way it turned out.
I'm sure it was, Greg. I'm sure that
Oh,
was.
it was. Granted, like she works with trauma, right? Trauma entertainment, right? So just a lot of
trauma just watching it,
right? So
I
seen
wrote
her.
that line. Sorry.
All right, Brian.
I saw like a lot of a promo video she does for Trauma Entertainment, and that's what she does, right? And
Trauma, you mean? Trauma?
Is it trauma or trauma? I call it trauma. TROMA.
Yeah, trauma.
Trauma Entertainment. Trauma.
Uncle Lloyd. You mean
Yeah.
Uncle Lloyd,
But
right?
that's what she does, right? And she promotes his stuff, and she's in his movies and stuff, right? Now, and I'm a big Trauma Entertainment fan, right? Like I love their stuff, right? And so when I reached out to her, right, it was like asked her if she'd be in the video.
Such an asshole. I'm an asshole.
I'm going to leave. I am offended.
Oh man, she got kicked off. Oh no!
Just kidding.
She was censored.
You should just keep going. You should learn to ignore me and keep going. That's what everyone in my
This
life
is your
does.
fault. Greg.
Yeah.
You are responsible for what she does sometimes. when she doesn't.
But no, like it was like when I sent the message, asked her to be in the video. And she's, oh yeah, sure, right. You sent her some stuff. She watched it, and it was like, okay, how do I ask? Because we already had the idea for the words, right? And I said, look, if it's offensive or whatever, I did political correct. Like this is what we want. Are you okay with that? She goes, oh yeah, sure. So she sent me the script. No, this is it. This is the song. I sent the song. Can you just?
The other best part is the whole time while she's bouncing, she's singing the
She is.
song.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, I don't know
exactly.
if
That's
I
why
was
she did
looking
the
at
whole
her
video.
lips.
She's fantastic. It's
I
fantastic.
was looking at her lips, and her lips never moved.
She was amazing.
No,
Right? I'm so
you did
glad.
see her lips. Every
I'm glad
time
she did this.
she was down, I looked at her lips. Her lips were always closed. They were always like.
She was singing with you. You can see.
No, I looked at her lips. That's what I was.
Talented
Yeah, but you didn't see the whole video, though.
Well, you're weird, Tim.
I need that 3 minutes
Why was Tim looking at her lip?
because
He's
her lips are beautiful, just like yours. I mean, look at those little cattails right there. That's beautiful.
The what?
What are you talking about?
See her little. Those are beautiful.
Her lips?
What is that
Your
whiskey I
lips.
got there?
Huh?
Your lips.
Mine?
You have the lips of a cat.
Little things that's
I have the
gorgeous.
lips of a cat? That's
Yeah,
really
that is
weird.
what you
Cat tail.
I'm gone.
But you booted her again.
I've never seen anything like
I'm
that.
too real, Emma. Too real for you.
She looks
I love you all.
vampirous.
Lindsay's giving us a hint to take a drink.
Wicked.
okay, yeah,
I love the little curls there.
Where? Oh, in my hair or my lips?
No, your lips. No, just kind of like miniature Joker,
Oh my god.
but very sexy.
Joker,
very-
sexy.
The way
Yeah.
the lips kind of curl up on the that's kind of cool.
Are we supposed to talk bar movies?
We are.
Yeah, I
have
just about to say
never
that.
heard
Shouldn't we
that
start talking
compliment
about horror
before,
movies?
But I accept it.
We're talking about ourselves.
I know.
Oh yeah, we're in the
Horror.
talking now.
All right, let's get into the topic of the evening then.
I
Yeah.
just watched a new one.
We're
that
not going
I
to go to
love.
one tonight, are we?
My wife kicked my ass.
No. I just watched a new one that I really loved. Which one?
You don't see that?
All Christmas horror movies, like a lot of them have so many plays on Christmas cliches that it's hard for me to keep straight on what they are because there's over 150. What was it? All Through the House. which just the plot is like you can follow the plot straight through, and there's some things in it you're like, what? And there's a bag of dicks in it, and
what?
they're chopped off. They with these long garden shears for some reason. There's no reason for it.
That's not exciting.
Felicia Rose in this
No,
one?
what road we were down there.
No, Felicia Rose is not in this, but she should be consulted about it because the main character. Okay, this is a spoiler. The main killer, which there's two in the movie, was born a boy, and the mother's like, men are evil in the world, and chops off the baby's penis, and it's one of those things.
Now.
But it has a happy ending. It does, and it's about sibling love. So,
what kind of happy ending was that?
I haven't told you the happy ending. I can't tell you everything. I already told you bag of dicks. So
you've heard enough. You're so selfish.
Enough.
I'm confused.
So it's a modern movie, but anyway, one interesting thing about the holidays and holiday horror is that a lot of them are about, like Krampus, as they told me it's pronounced. I believe them because I can't pronounce the thing right. It's a lot about dysfunctional families, and I couldn't find a Hanukkah related horror movie. But they're rarely ever, and they're never, except maybe a few that I haven't seen because one has a priest in it, are have nothing to do with the actual religion. It's just the idea of either Santa Claus, commercialism, or your family's totally fucked, or you were a kid and for some reason you fetishize or associate things with Santa Claus.
I think you just described my childhood.
Yeah.
Well, you grew up in a very religious household, didn't you? No, that was Michael.
Got a good Jewish title for you. We can do as a horror.
That was
movie.
Michael. Michael, tell us about your childhood.
Well, I did grow up fetishizing Hanukkah, so you're completely correct there. Every time I saw any kind of candelabra, really, it's just like a Boy Scout tent. Oh, you can't say. I got to put the volume down. You say that it's way too much. We didn't have a lot of Christmas horror movies under our belt, to be completely honest. So we started looking around, and I realized after watching several that kind of like you said, where they break up into these different genres. Like some of them just happen to be scary things that happen to happen on Christmas, where Christmas is the vehicle used to force families together that probably shouldn't be together.
Or force people alone and segregated, like P2, where she's in a parking garage.
Right, it really has nothing to do with Christmas. The only thing is it happens to be on Christmas Eve. She's
it just happens to happen on Christmas. Krampus, not to,
I can't hear Mike. My sound's fucked up again.
Oh no. Dear.
Can everybody else hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Very cool, because I'm actually further away today. Are you good now? You hear me now? Good. Yes. Oh
you
no.
Can't hear Emma.
Are you good at lip reading?
You have a short in your cord.
That would boot her again.
Oh no.
Man, how many chances does she get?
Can you hear me now?
I still hear that funny. Oh no, it's back.
When I take her out, I put it. She comes back. So
that's not good.
Still can't hear?
I love you. No, I can hear. Thank you, Lindsay. Perfect. I love you.
Perfect. So, with Krampus, you actually are like harmonizing actual Christmas with horror, but you don't see that a lot at all. Like I'm sitting there. Another one that they do is a good example, an easy example would be season 1 of Tales from the Crypt. That one where the maniac just happens to be dressed like Santa, and it kind of it is.
They originally did that in 1974. I mean, there's actually a cut where they did it in YouTube where it's like the crypt that we grew up with that has Teeth is a awesome movie, Jackie, and I love it. Vagina with teeth. But it's not holiday.
Movie. That was a crazy movie.
Body horror is my favorite. So, but anyway, I've lost what I was saying. Now I'm thinking about
Maniac dressed as Santa. It actually, I mean,
1974.
If you take the comic book, I mean, I don't even know when that thing came out. Probably years before that, even.
No one does their homework.
The ending technically does marry the two.
Scripts. I don't even write scripts. What are you talking about? When I do my stuff, I don't do any homework.
Oh man. The ending technically marries the two entities because the Santa suit is the reason why the psycho gains access to the house. But without that moment, if you take that away, just some psychomaniac running around in the winter where you're stuck at home is terrifying. The fact that it's Christmas is kind of just, it just so happens.
Like you said, it's a vehicle.
But not all of them though.
No, not all of them. But I found out that a lot of them are. It's like, okay, this is.
I learned something today because you can't
Is it
talk
about Michael J. Fox.
Well, it has a Canadian in it, and technically it's a Canadian film, even though it doesn't really get the credit of being a Canadian film. It's Black Christmas, the first Black Christmas.
I watched that today.
Yeah, like it is a Canadian film. They actually, and they've shot
That's
in
not
Canada
the
and
first
everything.
one. Don't use that image.
Don't use that one. Get rid of that one.
Get rid of it.
Well, that's the only one I found.
That was sacrilege.
From the 70s,
Holy
right?
shit.
With
Yeah,
Margot
78,
Kidder.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the one that
Olivia
was
Hussey.
74 that I saw.
Margot Kiddo gets stabbed with a unicorn.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing, though.
She
It's
gets
like,
the unicorn.
we
Olivia
can't talk
Hussey.
about
Mm.
Black Christmas
A
and
boot.
without talking.
Just ignore it, Greg.
Ignore it.
Move on.
What my
Greg.
family
Bob
does.
Clark, director Bob Clark, right?
Lindsay,
Created-
Cutter Audio.
Yeah, created probably the two most quintessential Christmas movies of all time, right? Y'all get the reference, right? Bob Clark made Black Christmas, which
Yep.
I found out today. It was originally called Stranger in the House. Wasn't even called Black
Huh.
Christmas.
Oh,
And he
the
also made
in the house.
so he made Black Christmas, but he also made A Christmas Story, right? It's like the same director made two of the most popular
Oh, wow.
Christmas movies of all time.
Great. That's
right?
interesting.
That is interesting.
That's really
But
interesting.
yeah. But you know, but this thing though, it's like, and once again, it was just a vehicle. Like it was it had nothing to do with Christmas.
and
Right,
there's
it just-
another genre too, where it's almost like they're horror parodies almost, or lampoons of Christmas. And so, like when we bring up, the movies, everyone's top three, I'm just wondering, because I haven't seen a lot of them, being perfectly transparent. Where do they fall on these three? Where it's either a real harmonization, or it's a vehicle being used, or it's lampooning, Or maybe
Can I make a movie recommendation for those that
You should.
if you don't mind B movies of the Silent Night, Deadly Nights, besides the first one, obviously. I mean, how can you beat a movie where at the end Santa is gunned down by cops in front of an orphanage? But anyway, that's just what I enjoy. I'm sorry, and the Five Cocks in Hell, I guess. But it's Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. So everyone knows the big controversy when Silent Night, Deadly Night came out, and it had beat A Nightmare on Elm Street in the box office when it came out in November. But the fifth one, and Mickey Rooney, not Andy Rooney, totally different guy. Mickey Rooney totally was against it, and then he's one of the stars in number 5. And number 5 has a lot of like kinky, creepy toys. It gets a little slow in the middle, but the end you get like this mannequin boy. I can be your mommy, and he's kind of raping this woman. It's very Christmassy. The fourth one
sounds Christmassy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Totally.
Nothing like raping on Christmas.
Well, he wanted a mother. That's how you do it on Christmas.
We all do.
That's how you make a mom.
That's how you make a mom. But he wasn't anatomically correct, so he couldn't really do anything to her because he was a toy. A giant. Not Mickey Rooney, but another character in that movie.
Okay.
And then the fourth one is just about witches, and it happens to take place on Christmas. I mean, and Clint Howard. The number 3 isn't very good. It's a very slow slasher, even though Bill Moseley's in it, so you get a little excited, but they don't use his talents. And then Clint Howard takes over the role. Legend of horror, Clint Howard. Nobody else gets excited but me.
Ron's brother?
Yep, he is. Yep.
Yes.
No one gets
He's more
excited.
famous for that.
See, Joey knows.
He's like
I
an
know.
adorable chipmunk. I probably would have sex with him. But anyway, Clint Howard. He takes over the role, and he does a cameo in the 5th one. And then the 6th one is a fan-made film, which is something we could do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Well, if you want to do a fan-made film, if you want to do a Jewish one,
I'm not Jewish.
Mike's all over that.
we got to titles here.
I got the idea
Well,
already.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do a film with a
Not enough
Dybbuk.
Jewish Hanukkah horror.
Hold on, here we go.
We need holiday horror that has.
Okay.
Hold on.
We have From Dreidel to Grave. And then we have 8 Nights of Fright.
Oh, look at
Any of those
that!
have
I gotta
whack
see those.
Candle dicks.
What?
5 of them.
For who? Not to Craig, not to Emma. I don't think anyone. You know what the best part of this is? Like it's like I'm watching TV and then I forget that I'm on the TV. You know, like, this is awesome. Oh, look at me. I'm on TV too. I am making TV.
Dreidel dicks.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
Dreidel cocks.
That
is the best.
Thank you, Joey, for bringing that to our attention. Because
Is that all you had?
No, well, that's the 2 titles I came up with.
Okay.
We need
Days
more
of Dreidel
Dybbuk.
cocks.
Okay, we need more Dybbuk, which is a very Jewish thing.
Oh, yeah, Dybbuk.
And Dybbuk and golems in our holiday horror. That's what we need. And starring Brett Spiner for my Spiners that are still watching this, if they are.
All I ask is if we are going to do something like this, we start it early, like next month.
We should start tomorrow.
I will tell you, if I had
Can we
a
do a
month,
feature in 30 days? Come on. What are you talking
Right?
yeah, if I had a month to do our 12 days of Creepmas, I would have had a choir,
Yes.
a real choir.
Right.
I thought you
Whole
said
concept.
if I had a mom, and then it brought me back to Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. And I'm like,
A mom would help too.
you have to be a mannequin boy. Okay, so one of the best parts is I'll make a man out of you, but I'll make a mom out of you instead. Yeah. The funniest thing is Mickey Rooney's character in that movie is named Joe Petto, like Geppetto.
Yeah.
But they
Oh,
just
okay.
call him Petto, the whole sexy spawner. Yeah.
Yes.
They just call him Petto the whole time. And nobody working on that movie caught that. So still, yeah.
Red
still-
dog.
Petto. So they just keep on referring to him because he owns a toy store. They're like, it was at Petto's toy store. And I'm like, nobody working on this movie caught how that's.
Nobody caught that. Yeah.
Nobody caught. Or
That's
people that did, they're like, let's let it fly. It's awesome.
Jay Petto.
Joe Petto.
Joe Petto.
Joe Petto.
And then Pino was the name of the boy that was a mannequin.
And his last name was
needed a
Meora.
mommy. No, it was a fox.
Oh, okay.
Pino a
I
cop.
learned that today.
Interesting. All right, so real quick, Emma, what's your top 3?
Top 3 what? Dicks?
What's your top 3?
Top 3. Sorry. That's what people want. That's
She
what
doesn't.
people
Yeah, I was gonna say she doesn't have top 3 dicks. She has 5 of them.
I
Three
know.
dicks, top three.
5.
Top 3 dicks.
And my fiance who's watching downstairs, yours is one of them. But no,
We're doing top 3.
Go ahead.
okay. So
You're in the top 5. But
oh no, he's number 1, baby. No,
Good answer.
So it is
So
a good
wrong.
answer. No, of Christmas horror movies. That's a hard one.
That's
It's
what she
always
said.
the only cast we were
yeah,
excited.
Michael Scott. Ooh, phrasing. Boom. That's an Archer reference. Anyway, I love A Christmas Horror Story, which is the one that has William
That's one of
Shatner,
my favorites. Yeah.
which has the one of William Shatner. And everyone says Black Christmas, the original, and I do as well, but I'm not going to put it in my top 3. I would say also I'd go with All Through the House, which I just watched, and there's parts of it that are weird, but I would definitely say All Through the House. Puka, which is a Blumhouse. Sleigh Bells, as in Belles, which is girls that are sexy cosplayers, and they just go in this place they think is an abandoned Santa's, like Santa Land, and Santa's actually there, and then the Sleigh Bells dress in their sexy cosplay with Santa have to fight Krampus. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Santa versus the Martians. What was that one? Santa versus the Martians.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 did that. You have to
Oh,
watch
I
that.
love that show. Thank you. That should be number 1.
Oh my, that is my favorite. One of my favorite shows of all time. So they did Santa Claus versus the Martians when Joel was the host, and that's when they do. It's a Patrick Swayze Christmas.
Yes.
You're my new Saturday night thing. And then in the Mike years, they did Santa Claus, which is Santa Claus against Satan. And that's awesome. And Jack Frost, which was hosted by Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy, but also done by Riff Tracks, which is Mike, Kevin, and Bill of the late Comedy Central years of Mystery Science Theater 3000 and the science fiction, the Sci-Fi Channel years of Mystery Science Theater 3000. So it's basically Mike Crow and Tom Servo, the voices over Jack Frost. I've already watched it twice this year because I love that movie and they make it even better. So that's my big recommendation, is to watch Jack Frost with Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy, and also watch Jack Frost with the Riff Tracks commentary, which you can either get on Amazon Prime or rifftracks.com.
For real. I didn't know if we were allowed to go the Riff Tracks route, because they really, oh my gosh, they make everything amazing.
Oh my god. I just got my Kickstarter Riff Tracks Hobgoblin shirt, and it fucking rules.
Nice.
Riff Tracks?
They say that with a question mark. I love you guys because you guys are also Misties, and Misties are like the best fandom in the world. Misties, Mystery Science Theater fans. Love you guys.
Love that show. A great show.
I knew that, Amanda, besides that you're extremely hot, that I liked you a lot because you knew my Manos Hands of Fate last time we did a show.
Amanda, that's you. Amanda, please make a reaction.
Amanda is like, oh no, she's creeping on me again. She was
listening to what you were saying. I'm like,
it's because you're watching TV, but you're on TV.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. So I'm like,
the
oh yeah, I
TV's
gotta make
talking to me.
It's funny that Mike doesn't get defensive. Like, that's my woman. He's just like,
show it you're hot.
No, he was pulling her sweater down.
He's like, no, come over.
All right, we'll go to Mike and Amanda next time. What's your top three?
Obviously, Krampus is number one. I kind of
probably Gremlins would be number two.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, let's go with that. And then number three would be The Children, which was
That's an awesome one.
Yes, in our searching for Christmas horror, I actually thought we were going to end up settling on The Lodge because the blurb reads like this awesome urban legend. I don't recall from what state, but the execution was. It's very difficult to show somebody possibly going crazy or not going crazy. It's a very difficult thing to communicate visually. They did a great job, but honestly, The Children just came out. It was easier to read. You know what I mean? It was easier to see.
They're both very good. The Lodge is more psychological. It's horror, but it's more deep and psychological, and it's also very realistic. And The Children is it's like that Can You Kill a Child, that Spanish movie that isn't a holiday movie at all, but it's like the idea that these children are attacking you and you have to defend yourself, and it's upsetting to watch children get hurt, and it's this weird it's not as good as The Brood, which Cronenberg body horror, always awesome, but The Children is interesting, along with Wind Chill. Have you guys seen Wind Chill?
We did.
Yes. That almost came on my list.
You guys, then you guys talk about it because I've talked a lot. So you guys
What
talk
year
about
did
Wind
The
Chill.
Children come out?
Recently, within the last 5 or 6 years, not that long ago.
You can actually catch it for free on, I don't know if it's Tubi or one of the other bits.
Yeah, I think
it might be Tubi though, where you can just stream it, which is really cool. Actually, same with Windchill. That's another one. It was just, I was like, check this out, free to stream, check it out.
Free.
But The Lodge, because it's a woman and some kids get stuck in this lodge.
They're her future stepchildren. She's engaged to their father.
They are, but in the blurb, they're real quick. Lady, her partner leaves, and the kids are there, and then she goes crazy. And the urban legend is
they make her go crazy.
Well, yeah, but they don't say that in the blurb.
Oh, you just ruined the movie.
That's what I do, baby.
Spoiler alert.
In the blurb, it just says that. Well, the blurb reads like the urban legend goes that a mother goes crazy after her husband goes out to hunt and puts on her wedding dress, eats the kids, and then kills herself.
Oh, jeez.
Again, I don't remember what state it's from, but odds are it's going to become a video on Super Horror Show.
Wait.
Just putting that out there.
Herself?
She eats the kids.
Oh,
Eats
she,
the
okay. I
kids.
thought you said she eats herself and then
No.
No, she.
Never mind.
I think she
I caught
did
that
and then
wrong.
killed herself.
Or
And they say you can still hear her and sometimes see her in the wedding dress at this cabin in the woods in I forget what state. But again, it'll probably end up being an episode because it's a great urban legend. So when I saw the lodge, I was like, if that's what this is, and the blurb looked pretty, but it wasn't, and I was a little sad because of that. So this might have been an issue of managing expectations correctly. It probably maybe would have made the list had I not thought that it was that urban legend.
Right.
I thought it was really good.
I
I like
wasn't
psychological
bad.
horror a lot.
I do like at the end, you know exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah.
They don't outright tell you,
Yeah.
but you know what went down right after that camera went off.
Well, don't ruin it because Lindsay.
There's a lot of tension.
And we got to watch it now.
Yeah.
We saw it when we were searching for movies one night and we didn't click on it. So
Have any of you seen Who Slew Aunt Rue?
No, but it sounds like Dr. Seuss wrote that one.
No, it's got Shelley Winters in it, and I think it's maybe the 60s or 70s, and it's like kind of got a Hansel and Gretel vibe. And it's like this older woman played by Shelley Winters who invites children over for a Christmas party, and that's all I'll say about it. I recommend it. Oh my God, Craig,
Check it out.
Check it out.
Titanic. I was so
that was
devastated,
sad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I also
All right, Craig, what's your top three?
I went with Black Christmas. and
Which
I
one?
went- not that one.
That one's infamously enough.
1973 or 72 was that the one?
They keep showing the one to the new one.
What was that? I want to say 78, wasn't it?
Margot Kidder.
Yeah. Margot Kidder.
Yes.
Margot Kidder.
I want to say it was 1974.
Margot
That's
Kitty.
what I
What's
saw.
going on here?
But yeah, that one. Like I said, it's Canadian, and
It's good.
yeah, exactly right. Well, it's funny because not being Canadian, you're not gonna see the Canadian careers that a lot of the actors in there had, right? Because of, I think it's just fairly recently, probably last maybe 10 years, that Canadian content has started to get more international success. Like Schitt's Creek, you know, that's Canadian. Yeah, Trailer Park Boys, Canadian. A lot of our stuff is now with the internet stuff, but back then it wasn't, right? So I watched it, and most of the actors I grew up watching on Canadian television as well, right? So even now when I go back and watch it, because I watched it about a month ago, right? I'm like, oh yeah, he was on Street Legal, yeah, he was like all these things, right? But once again, it's just a vehicle, and like I said, I just found out it was originally called Stranger Inside or Stranger in the Attic. But
That's
P2.
If you're a high, P2, really? Ooh.
I threw P2 on it just because. What?
That's a
No.
different movie. That's
Is
a
that
different
different
one.
movie?
That's not the P2 he's talking
Okay.
about.
Talking about Psycho too?
No, P2 is that's not the right movie.
So I was
No, it takes place like in a Christmas Eve in a parking garage, right, with a crazy parking garage attendant who's.
And she has awesome boobs. That's a big part of the movie.
So when I Googled P2, that was all that came up.
It's not that long ago, and one of the guys, not Evan Peters, I only know because of Rizzo, if she's still watching, I don't know. One of the American Horror Story guys is in it, and he plays the evil parking attendant.
You probably search through him.
2007, P2, 2007. Just because I want to shake it up, because everybody's throwing the originals around, right? And going right. So, and then I put Silent Night, Deadly Night, just because of
Quigley's boobs.
Yeah, which I think Darcy did a much better recreation of it when she did it.
Oof.
Yeah,
Darcy's
but they made her wear strategically placed reindeer.
Yeah, because Slutter. Oh my God, I did not mean to say Slutter. Shutter has a problem with nudity, but not violence. I didn't say Slutter on purpose.
I think you did.
I think that's our new streaming channel.
Yeah,
we're about to launch tonight called Slutter. Get that trending.
I think that's on.
Slaughter.
Did you yeah, I got to vent about Shudder for a second. I probably shouldn't because they're so good to me.
Oh my god!
They wouldn't put me on the Christmas show, eh?
I know you were eh? Oh, you're so.
I kept watching. I was waiting.
No, they wouldn't. Like, I knew it was coming, right? Like, I was Darcy tells me I was the first phone call she made to make one of those special Merry Christmas greetings, right? And this is another reason I'm creative problems here, right? Because I don't think outside of maybe Craig can be a different character, not Michael. So when anyone asked me to do something, right, it was like, we need you to do a Christmas greeting, Stabby time to do. So I put on Michael Myers' mask, right, and do the shitter is full, right, which I think is hilarious. But
he did national. For those that don't know, he did the Randy Quaid National Lampoons.
But
do the impression for us, Craig, please.
Do it.
Do it.
Christmas, the shitter is full. But no, they the lawyers wouldn't allow them to use it because I was wearing a Michael Myers mask.
Really?
Right. So there is, like, I did get to post what it would have looked like because the director of Last Drive-In really went to bat to try and make it happen and couldn't, so he put it out for me, right? But no, that's the thing though. It's like, it's a cosplay. Like I'm really learning like how people are, like you talked about, like they have a lot of issues. Like Darcy told me that end of the Halloween Hideaway episode, she was gonna wear the pumpkin from Halloween 3 mask when she kills Joe Bob, and the lawyers wouldn't let her do that. All right, so, but I'm just ranting about that.
Well, copyright stuff.
Wendy's right. Wendy's
you're right. It is right, but I
really tough.
I love you get people making this stuff though, right? Like fan movies are being made, and yet they're not being sued. Like the what is it? The Don't Hike Alone or something.
I have Jackie.
Like there's that one, like Never Hike Alone or something, and and then they're doing Never Hike Alone in the Snow as a sequel, right? But it's a Friday the 13th version, right? And yeah, it's like, it's well made. It's like really good, right? But how do they get doing that? Like, because they're not making money, but they kind of are making money because they kickstart and fund for this stuff, right? So it's interesting.
Yeah, but it all good. But they don't really make money off of it. It makes it. It's weird how it works, but you can't really use. I mean, because it costs so much money to do so little, as you guys know. That it's just like. But you can't really use. Yeah, we have to just create our own characters, guys. That's what we have to do.
We talked about that, Mike. You and I talked about it a little bit. That I tried to boost our song on Facebook, and they rejected it.
Yeah.
Because of violent content or whatever they said.
You created what?
I tried to boost it on Facebook, so we got in front of. We belong to a paranormal community that has over 2 million people in it, and I tried to boost it into that community. And I've done it twice now, and they've rejected it every time. But then you go on Facebook and you look at stuff, and you're like, how the hell is that?
You can deal with the already dead, but you can't deal with the killing.
No, the social media is like, it's getting weird. Like I got my very first Twitter ban the other day. I was actually rather excited. I got a Twitter ban.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Yeah, it was like great. It's like I don't get it, right? And I don't know how it works. Did someone report something I did? And Twitter ban.
They don't tell you.
No, they give you that blurb, violated community guidelines, and
that's dumb. It's like, how can I not make the same mistake?
But then I get like, you want to talk? Like, I want to rant now. I'm like in a bad mood. But no,
Craig, you were supposed to be my ally and talking about really geeky horror stuff.
I know, but I'm on a rant. Like I'm on a rant tonight. But no, I got like this comment on Facebook, right? Like, I don't even know why I go to Facebook. Like, Facebook is crap. We're streaming on Facebook now, too. I know. Hey, Facebook. Someone decided to retweet one of my videos.
Retweet on Facebook?
For suspense.
Froze again.
He's frozen.
See, he was frozen during the middle of his rant.
That's what happened.
Oh my God, it's the power of Facebook. That's why
Twitter hurt him.
Yeah, Facebook shut him down.
Mark Zuckerberg pressed the button on take this.
Oh, Zuckerberg.
Get on me, will you?
One hell of a cliffhanger.
Anyway, if you guys have any of you seen Puka or Puka Lives? Oh no, Craig, bring Craig back. But have you guys seen Puka? It's on Hulu. It's about a guy who dresses up as a very popular Christmas toy, like, and he becomes the mascot for it, and it becomes like part of his personality, and he just kind of goes deranged. That's another good.
Awesome.
That's
That
another
sounds
good
great.
one. Inside is a French horror film, which is also a vehicle circumstantial that it's during Christmas Eve that one woman is pregnant and alone, and another woman is trying to break in and rip out and steal her baby. That's another good one. The body was recently put on Shutter or Slutter, and I'm not insulting them. That just came out of my mouth. The body is an interesting one because usually during Christmas you think of goodwill towards men and charity, and it's about these girls that make a lot of mistakes, and that is not. I don't know. Just watch. It's The Body. It's on Shutter. It is a current film, so I think at the latest it was made in 2016, but I'm pretty sure it was made in 2018, something like that. That's another good one. Then there's also Dead End, which has Ray Wise in it, who is of Twin Peaks fame. You know, Leland. You know, Laura. You know, and when the coffin's going up and down, you know, like Laura Palmer's father. It's very similar to Wind Chill that you guys had said that you saw, but it's a little bit early and it has a different thing to it, and there's some darkness to it. And then did I say that William Shatner is in A Christmas Horror Story? I think I did.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And so there's a movie called Double X. And the movie Double X is not a Christmas movie, and it's not a porn either. Twitter is so weird. Okay. Anyway, Double X is a collection of short films made by women and written by women primarily. And the first one is called The Box, which is based off a short film by horror writer Jack Ketchum, and it's fantastic. So catch that. Because it's short films by women, and the first one is Christmas themed. Have you guys seen the new Creep Show? The new Creep Show Christmas special that came out on Slutter?
I was going to start to watch it today.
No,
but for some frickin' reason, after I watched like 3 different movies, every time I clicked on a new movie, it came up with some thing that wanted me to rate some series.
Huh.
And it was like starting to piss me off.
Netflix does that too. Like I'll watch something and you get the "Did you enjoy this?" thumbs up, thumb down stuff, right?
Yeah. No, I do that on stuff I watch, but this was something that I hadn't even watched. And every movie I clicked on after that, that was the poster that came up. And it had to do with 2 sisters or something.
I would just thumbs it down. Like, screw you guys. You know
I'll watch my next movie. God damn it. Oh, what happened to Emma?
She had the same problem.
She just removed herself from the conversation. She didn't want to talk to you guys anymore.
We were listening.
So
We were.
I don't know where she went. She disappeared.
So, Joey, what's your top 3?
My internet dropped on my. That's why.
Well, you know, my top 3. I'm with Mike and Amanda on 2 of them, because really my top 1, and the only reason it's rated number 1 is because of the, you know, how many times I've watched it. So that would be Gremlins. I've watched Gremlins the most. The next one would be Krampus. And then my new third, and I was hoping Emma would be on here because it was because it was the A Christmas Horror Story with William Shatner.
William Shatner was in one of those.
This one was so freaking amazing because it had everything. So besides having Shad in it, you know, oh my God, there was like 4 different storylines going at the same time, but they intertwined it pretty cool. And so you got Santa's elves turning into basically zombies. You know, Santa having to kill them off. I mean, that was really cool. And in the Christmas Vacation, you know, kind of tradition.
Yeah.
a family goes out to cut down their own Christmas tree, and they summon up a demon from doing it, and you got a dysfunctional family with a daughter. It's pretty hot, and in the tradition of like Laurie Strode, she makes it, and then you think she actually takes
Can you
care
hear
of the
me?
demon. Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes, we
My
can hear
phone
you.
died.
You're back.
Oh man, Emma,
I'm
you're never
loving
gonna
this
believe
movie.
this. You're
I'm
never
loving
gonna
this
believe
movie.
this. Joey just said that William Shatner was in a Christmas horror movie. Can you believe that? Did you know
I've
about
never
that?
heard that before in my life.
You missed. He was just talking about it. It's weird.
And you went away. I mean, because this is one of my new favorite movies. Christmas
Have you
movie.
seen it yet?
Yeah, I have, and I just
Top 3.
It's one I'm going to have to watch again. That's why it's going to move up on my list because it was so much fun.
There are zombie elves in it.
Yeah, zombie elves, and you've got a freaking virgin chick that gets demonically possessed and takes on a fine young man, and I mean, it's got everything you can ask for.
They threw everything but the kitchen sink.
I mean, yeah, and then they tie in the William Shatner part at the very end, and it's just
No, he's in it throughout.
yeah. Well, he's in it throughout, but you don't realize that until towards the end,
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, this is cool.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I mean, it's definitely worth the the eggnog and all that.
Come on, Captain
Yeah,
Kirk.
exactly.
Where are my Trekkie? Yeah,
And it is a Canadian movie.
Oh, I'm a Trekkie big time. Big time Trekkie. I'm about to check it out. Lindsay, we're gonna have to watch that.
I think you'll like it.
We need to get back on that Slutter.
We're gonna have to go with the Slutter and start watching some zombie elves.
You know, one movie.
I love Slutter, and
I know. We got to check it out.
Craig, you look so sad, and I want to give you a big hug.
I'm sorry I'm bringing the show down. I'm sorry.
No, you're not at all.
I don't really have much more chipper.
One movie I didn't hear anybody talk about, but I
That's what's important to me. I mean, I'm just a smuck. I'm not like a professional cosplayer or anything. I'm just a smuck that never grew up and likes to dress up. So for me, obviously I don't do it because I hate attention. But I mean, it's just fun, and anybody enjoys it. It's great, and oh, Amanda, yeah! I'm like a sports fan, but only for horror. It's really awful. Amanda's a very wonderful person. She does cosplay specifically for Brett Spiner characters. Check her out, Amanda Hopper on Twitter. She does a really awesome Brett Spiner from Independence Day, Dr. Ocon.
Mm-hmm.
Check her out. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, people enjoyed our thing. It maybe wasn't your most popular thing, and I know everyone worked really hard except for me. I just rolled around in soup. I was putting on makeup for 2 hours, but I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, not everything is appreciated at this time,
Yeah.
I've been drinking a lot.
Haven't noticed. So what do you guys think? I want to ask you this. What do you guys think about The Nightmare Before Christmas?
It's a great movie. How could you not love that movie? And it has Sir Patrick Stewart in it.
I'm so glad somebody finally said it because that is my favorite movie. By far, the best Christmas horror movie. You couldn't have asked for more. I grew up with it. It's amazing.
I think
I don't know if it counts.
Tim Burton didn't direct it. Henry Selick directed it. We got to give.
That's right. Yeah.
Who said they tried to turn Edward Scissorhands into a Christmas movie?
That was Mike.
That's also, you could also consider that a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I thought about
Nightmare Before
yeah.
Christmas, like Lindsay said. It's become super popular over the years, so people become oversaturated with it. But it is a beautiful film in general. Obviously, with Danny Elfman as the singing voice, and it's designed and conceived by Tim Burton. Who, as a 13-year-old, I was obsessed with and was going to lose my virginity to. And if I didn't, I was going to be a virgin forever. Spoiler alert, that didn't happen. Any of it. But Patrick Stewart, another Trekkie thing to add.
You know what I always wanted from that movie, Nightmare Before Christmas? The one thing that I always wanted from that movie is I always wanted a sequel, and I wanted to know what happened when they went behind the turkey tree.
I know.
Yeah.
Because all the holidays were there.
Thanks,
They
Kelly.
bring the bunny in. I would love to see them go through the turkey tree.
Right?
Well, to be fair, at the very end, they have that little, like, I guess it's like red, you know what I mean? And he talks about how Jack and Sally have kids and whatnot. You could go ahead and throw half a dozen kids into the woods and have them freaking raid Thanksgiving. It is doable.
Of course, my favorite song, because my grandmother Mariette used to bring me to the mall to sit on Santa's lap, and I hated it. I always thought it was weird. I don't even know why, but I always thought it was weird. And so Kidnap the Sandy Claus was always my favorite. And then when they did Nightmare Revisited, where they had a lot of artists like Marilyn Manson,
Yep.
This Is Halloween, and they had Korn do Kidnap the Sandy Claus, and he's got that weird, creepy voice. Love it.
So let's talk about the Edward Scissorhands. I'm curious about that now. So
You don't remember the Edward Scissorhands, Wendy? You have such good taste. There's a Christmas scene in it where, it takes place in California, and it's a big, because, Tim Burton grew up in the suburbs. Oh, Craig's like not even listening anymore. He doesn't even care.
We'll get back to Canada.
Craig is retreating the 12 Days of Christmas right now.
Actually, 44 here in the made-up Atlantic time zone. I got work, so I'm going. Peace
There's
out.
that beautiful scene where
You guys,
it's
thanks
kind
for
of
having
like
me
they
again.
realize their love. I'm
Hold
talking
on.
Thank you,
about
Craig.
love,
Just a second.
Craig, you have a Merry Christmas and a Merry Creepmas.
Yeah.
Going
Thanks for having me
away.
again. Bye.
Yeah, he's in that imaginary Atlantic time zone.
Yeah.
That's like later than
It
everybody
doesn't
else.
exist. Amanda, who's watching this, is in it too. She confirmed it
Nice.
exists. But
So it's 11 o'clock there?
don't go, Craig. Oh my God.
Oh, good night, Craig.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
He's out of there.
Yeah.
It's my fault. It's because I didn't bring up my 5 dildos.
So you do have 5. You told us you only had 4.
I never said that. I would never lie about the
No,
amount
the
of
fifth one
dildos
is
I have.
your
I
number.
actually don't know how many I have. Tor
Oh.
probably does. Tor!
Oh.
How many do I have?
Oh.
Oh no. We're gonna get in
I
trouble.
hear nothing because he's probably super embarrassed.
See you guys. Never ever mess with a guy named Tor. Just
Right, yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's not even his full name. His full name is Torbjorn.
It's even worse. Thank
Even
you.
worse, right?
So-
Hide your identity.
So on that, the Joe Bob Briggs Saves Christmas thing, that the first show, which they named it so many different things that I don't remember what the real title
They
of
didn't
that
name
was.
a different
It was
thing
the
because you're
French.
just confused.
It was in the French subtitles and all that.
Oh, Deadly Games, which
Deadly-
was also
well, that was
called
one of them.
Dial something Santa Claus, but because it was that French internet thing that used to be in shopping centers, but they didn't have in other countries. But Tor, who's from my fiance Torbjorn, who's from Sweden, knew what it was, and I'm like, "Did you have it in Sweden?" He's like, "No, just in France." I'm like, "Why do you know about it?"
Oh.
But anyway, that I love that kid's mullet. Don't you want to adopt that kid just because of his mullet? I never wanted kids, but then I see that kid in the Rambo like makeup, and he's awesome. And
Yeah,
pretty
the
grandpa.
kid was cool. Grandpa was cool.
Oh, somebody just got a drink.
We're doing eggnog.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh,
But you guys, everyone's seen Edward Scissorhands, that beautiful scene when he's chopping at the ice, and it doesn't snow in California, obviously. So it's like it's snowfall in California, and it does that. It's kind of their love scene, and she's dancing in the ice shards, right?
Yeah,
Amanda,
shaving.
who's gorgeous over there.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda loved me. Craig doesn't love me. I love you. Merry Christmas, Wendy Clark.
Yes, Merry
Yes, Merry
Christmas, Wendy
Christmas.
Clark.
Wendy's awesome.
Ghost Quest USA.
You got to be careful. She has a gun.
Oh,
She does.
She does.
I don't.
Wendy.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Wendy's
with
got
that.
a gun.
Everyone's leaving because Craig left. It's my fault. Everyone's leaving because Craig
Everybody's
left.
living because it's getting late, probably. we got about 10 minutes left anyway. So
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Talk
Do you have
about-
eggnog?
Me?
she's got whiskey.
I know you got whiskey. But you can pour that into eggnog.
No, it was hot chocolate. Now it's just whiskey.
So cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
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 Merry Creepmas. To all.
I feel sad that Craig left early.
We had to go to bed.
No,
I
he
guess
didn't.
we have to
He
work.
just doesn't love us anymore. He doesn't love
This was
Slut
everybody's
Miss
real job.
anymore.
This isn't everybody's real job.
Believe in Slut Miss anymore.
I do believe, though, before we check out, we should play our favorite Christmas song again.
I think so.
That would be cool.
Just
everybody sing along with it
before the credits and everything.
Yeah, we can do that. Absolutely, we can do that.
After we do the shout outs?
After we do our shout outs, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Do our shout outs
So-
and we'll do our song.
We never did ask Tim, though, what his favorite.
I was trying to get to that.
Oh,
Do you have any favorite Christmas horror movie?
Well, I have to tell you, for the first time in my life, I watched A Christmas Carol just like last week because I don't have a job. And I was laying in bed and I watched A Christmas Carol.
Which one?
The original, the Scrooge.
Well, I mean, they all have Scrooge. But
There's a lot of.
There's so many versions.
Is it
Was
old?
Albert Finney in it? Was it the Albert Finney or Randolph Scott? Wasn't Randolph Scott?
You know, my favorite one, though, is with
Bill Murray?
With Patton.
Oh.
George C. Scott.
George C. Scott, yeah.
Yeah, George C.
No,
Scott.
I think this is the first one.
Albert Finney. No.
Albert Finney was the old one.
Oh, crap. What's his name? Alistair Crowley. No.
Arizona Paranormal Investigation and Research Society.
Happy Holidays.
Pretty
baby.
sure.
Happy Holidays and Investigation.
Black and white.
Yeah, totally. In the early 1900s.
Oh, okay.
It's a silent film.
No, it wasn't
Was it
silent.
silent?
It was the first.
First talkie?
The first talkie.
No, that was the jazz singer.
Christmas Carol. The first Christmas Carol with words.
I know who you're talking. I know what that one. That one's pretty good. I'm trying to think
But
of his
I'd never
name.
know who Scrooge was until then.
Black and white movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, you watched it and enjoyed it?
Yeah, so far that was my favorite. I mean, I saw the Jimmy Stewart It's a Wonderful Life. And that's kind of generic. I mean, that was you could always determine the outcome. You knew what was going to happen. But the Scrooge caught me off guard.
Oh, Emma's just passed out.
I did not pass out. Wonderful Life is a brilliant movie.
Yes, it is.
It really was.
But I'd never seen A Christmas Carol. The original
Really?
Christmas Carol.
Have you read the book? Charles Dickens? I have a Charles
I
Dickens
don't
tattoo.
read.
I'm doing my
I
tattoo
read
again.
Jonathan Livingston Seagull. That was the last
Oh, that's
book
cool.
I read.
I think I mean, it's really brilliant. I mean,
It's The Artful Dodger from Oliver Twist.
Oh, yes.
If that's not a warning sign, daddy issues, that she has a Charles Dickens orphan on her neck, I don't know what is.
I mean, but going back to Dickens, I mean, really, that is the origin of all horror Christmas movies.
Mm.
You know,
It's very British.
Yeah.
That's-
I mean, if you go way
There are
back to
ghosts
the
in
first
it. It's- I
real
wouldn't consider
movie
that a
that
horror
had to
movie.
do with any
It's a
kind of
very good
horror.
Christmas movie. And it's a very good redeeming humanitarian Christmas story. It has ghosts in it. I
got
guess
paranormal in
you
it,
can
yeah.
consider horror. I guess.
I mean, it's the
defined
beginning though of it. I mean, it evolved from there to true horror, if you will. But really, I mean that is where it all started from, and then it. I don't know if you want to say went downhill or it went uphill.
My father, every year for Christmas, he was an actor on the stage.
Merry
Every
Christmas,
year for
Christine.
Christmas, he always played Jacob Marley. That was his thing for his Christmas thing. Was he always was Jacob Marley, the original partner that says 3 ghosts are going to visit you. I wear the chains that I forged in life, ghost.
My favorite Jacob Marley was the one with Bill Murray and Scrooged.
My favorite
Really
Jacob
funny.
Marley is from A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh,
when
yeah,
it's
yeah.
both the old guys, and they're like, "We're Marley and Marley."
Hilarious.
Yeah, and they freaking heckle the shit out of them.
Eyeballs when they're dancing.
Yeah, I saw a new animated one this year that I hadn't seen before, and that was, I mean, Jim Carrey did the voice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ebenezer, and that
Yep.
one was
That
really
was
really good.
I saw that one. That was
Is
good.
that 3D? It's like that 3D animation. What do
Yeah.
you call it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep.
That one's a horror movie. There's something that one's very
Yeah,
scary in
that
its
one
own
was very
way.
scary.
Yeah.
It had some pretty spooky shit in it.
Yeah, it did. The animation was really scary.
Yep.
It's a good
Ghosts.
Wow.
Never get enough of Ghost, Brian. That's for sure. Well, we're getting close, aren't we?
We are. Oh crap! It's almost been 2 hours, really.
Yep.
Since we started this, the shenanigans.
The shenanigans.
We got to let our audience out of their chains
Yep.
that they forged in life.
And now they have lots of stuff to watch.
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
And
I have
really,
even more suggestions, but no one's going to ask me because I'm annoying enough.
well, I think you'll agree with me though. If they watch anything, check out that Christmas a Horror Story
William Shatner.
with William Shatner. Oh, yes. I like that. Can we? No, I'm just watching Emma.
Oh.
All the guys are sitting there and they're going, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
But I'm enjoying the view.
Trying to say goodnight, I think.
What's that?
I do believe we were
thought that
getting
you
there.
guys were trying to say goodnight.
Well, we're getting there. We're getting close.
I mean, I could
We
say
are.
more. No, I'm just kidding.
That's it. Never sleep again. Never sleep again. I got tattoos too.
We are not going to start showing tattoos now, guys.
Tim almost dropped his beer. We're good.
Oh, I got my tattoo.
But Christine has a birthday in December. So do I, Christine.
All right, Christine.
Happy birthday to Christine.
Lindsay and Christine, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, your birthday was last week.
Yep.
Have any of
Only
you
I
seen
wanted to ask.
Hunger Force?
Yeah.
Teen Hunger Force, yeah.
Oh
yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah, when Shake does with the guy from Rush, Getty, and they do that. Those many years have passed. It's a birthday song with the guy Getty from Rush.
There you go.
Ah.
Teen Hunger Force, not Christmas related.
No,
but
not at all.
food
Oh, great
related.
show. Hilarious.
They used to be on after Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
With Seth
Was
Green,
nobody-
who also is in a Christmas horror movie.
Hmm.
The Holidays, which actually isn't just Christmas, it's all the holidays, but he's specifically in the Christmas one. And it's just called Holidays. I'm so annoying. God.
What were you saying, Joe?
Have you seen All Creatures Were Stirring?
That was a yes, but we lost her audio.
Oh, we lost
her
audio.
again.
Oh, I thought she was whispering.
Oh.
That's
No,
what
I was
Ah.
whispering. All creatures are stirring. I'm not actually positive I have seen that. Describe
Wow.
No. That's the one where it's a lot of.
It's like it's a bunch of different short stories in it.
And then they're watching a play. And the play
Yes.
that unfolds before them are the shorts. Is that?
Yeah,
that
and then
one?
they turn into the play at the very end. I mean,
Yes, that's a good one.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
also one that's called Mercy.
Sorry.
It's called Mercy something. I can't remember the exact title of it.
It was
but
called All Creatures Were Stirring, under the title I saw it under.
It's on
But
Flutter.
each scene had a different title to it. I mean, like the first one was All the Stockings Were Hung.
Like Creep Show?
Kind of, but you're in the audience watching this play, and then when the play starts, then you go into a real life kind of a movie situation.
Oh, that's cool.
wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I just thought of this one, but there was something you was talking about that made me think of it.
It's an anthology like the one with William Shatner called A Christmas Horror Story.
Right,
But without William Shatner. But it's very
Without.
interesting and it tells very interesting little stories. Oh, bye, Jackie. I love you. Jackie
All
and
right.
I are part of a harem. That's not a joke. It's serious.
How dare you guys laugh?
We were laughing at that.
Oh no,
We were laughing at what Joey said.
I'm laughing because I need to go pee really bad.
Which means we need to bring this to an end.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh, this has been fun.
Thank
See you guys.
And I hope you guys have a very Merry Creepmas.
Merry Creepmas, everyone.
And we'll see you.
We'll do it again for sure.
Yes, we're going to for sure. For sure.
Absolutely.
You took them off quick there.
She was quick.
She was quick. No, it's okay.
You brought us back.
Cheers. All right, cheers, guys.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
She was back on.
Oh, that was good.
Wow.
Good show.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was fun. That was awesome, as always.
I'm ready for the holidays.
I am
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Ready for some creepiness.
Are we here
Yeah.
next Tuesday?
Yeah, we're here. We're going to bring in the new year.
And we'll be drinking whiskey.
All
Drinking some
right.
whiskey, yeah.
And then I'll go pee.
What day is that?
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
No, what? Is it the 31st or?
Oh, the date? Yeah, I don't know what the date is. What is the date next
It's not
Tuesday?
the 31st.
If it's
like
the 31st,
20th.
I don't
No,
know.
that's how. I mean, that would be Friday.
You almost said Halloween.
I know. I said I live in Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday of all. So
I think it's like the 28th, isn't it? I think Tuesday's the 28th.
I got locked
I
out
can
of
do
my
that.
phone because I kept pushing around on things.
Yeah, it's something like that.
29th.
29th. Okay.
29th. Oh, we can do that.
Are you out of town?
I'm not sure. I'll let you know.
okay. Let us know.
I'm out of town a lot for the next couple months.
Because you're retired now?
I'm retarded.
Oh, retired.
I'm retired.
You said retired.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
you can set your own schedule now.
I'm retired, but I can do off location and Zoom and stuff. I'll always be here.
Okay. That's good. You'll be here in spirit.
I'll be here in video.
Video.
Well, so before we roll the para family,
Yes.
let's enjoy our eggnog and say
This has been the truth about beer and
Merry Christmas.
29.
29.
We're gonna make 30 by the end of
Christmas
the year.
horror stories or horror.
We're going to make
movies.
30 by the end of the year,
Sure.
That's crazy, isn't it?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be 30.
Next week.
Yeah.
So Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas
And
and,
if you
be
haven't-
safe and
If you haven't checked out our 12 Days of Creepmas, please do so. We're going to give you
And
the sing-along
subscribe
version
and
here.
share.
Yes, absolutely.
and we'll give you a sing-along version again before we leave. But first, we want to give a shout out to all of our para
Family.
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 Yeah. Here you go.
On the first day of Creepmas, Michael gave to me a knife through the throat.
On the second day of Creepmas, double dementia gave to me 2 bouncing boobies.
And the knife through the throat.
On the third day of Creepmas, the Grady twins gave to me to play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And the knife through the throat. On the fourth day of Creepmas, Nancy gave to me 4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And the knife through the throat.
On the 5th day of Creepmas, Reagan gave to me your mother sucks 5
cocks in hell.
4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And the knife through the throat.
On the 6th day of Creepmas, Pennywise gave to me 6 red balloons.
5
cocks in hell.
4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat. On the 7th day of Creepmas, a mare gave to me some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in hell. 4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
On the 8th day of Creepmas, Julie gave to me 8 haunted dolls.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in hell. 4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
On the 9th day of Creepmas, Leatherface gave to me 9 human ribs.
8 haunted dolls.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in hell. 4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat. On the 10th day of Creepmas, Freddy gave to me never sleep again.
9 human ribs.
8 haunted dolls.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in hell. 4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
On the 11th day of Creepmas, Super Horseshoe gave to me 11 crazy gremlins.
Never sleep again.
9 human ribs.
8 haunted dolls.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in hell. 4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat. On the 12th day of Creepmas, Truth About Beer gave to me 12 bloody beers.
11 crazy gremlins.
Never sleep again.
9 human ribs.
8 haunted dolls.
Some days till I die.
6 red balloons.
5 cocks in hell. 4 witchy witches.
Play with them forever and ever and ever.
2 bouncing boobies.
And a knife through the throat.
Merry Creepmas, everyone!
If you were wondering where to find the Truth About Beer and merchandise, you've come to the right place. BS Designs has all the merch you've been looking for, from t-shirts and koozies to the very collectible The Truth About Beer and themed gnomes. Visit BS Designs today.
If you're looking to fill up your man cave, she shed, or just looking to decorate or redecorate your house, please visit our good friends at Boomer's Department Stores. And while you're there, be sure to check out their blog page.
Whether you're an aspiring paranormal enthusiast or a seasoned professional, or perhaps you're just looking to add to your equipment inventory, look no further than Ghost Hunters Outlet. They have all your equipment needs. For a limited time, mention the word beer in the promotional code for additional savings. And be sure to watch The Truth About Beer and on YouTube.
Welcome to The Truth About Beer.